Television. Pornography. Make your life make sense. Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 206. Eclipse is coming Monday. What do you think of it, Brian and Al? Is it over? Are we done?
Yeah, this is the big one, right?
This is the eclipse.
Yeah.
It's going to take us all out.
End of times.
Yeah.
Yep.
After that, plus the earthquakes and random spots, yeah, it's over.
Statue of Liberty got jolted.
Yep.
A lot of
Oh, and that Jersey quake, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Or that's where they said it started, right? They pinpointed down.
It was in Jersey, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they could hear
And
feel
it,
it, New York City and Connecticut.
It
so
rocked. It rocked the old Statue of Liberty.
it
right.
did.
Ellis Island.
Yeah.
That was a sign from God. No more foreigners.
That's probably what it meant.
Yeah.
It's clearly what it meant.
Yeah, they're fed up.
Yeah. So got a lot of supernatural and natural disasters happening. There was almost a tsunami.
Yeah.
Didn't quite happen, but they acted like it was gonna. What was cracking me up? There's a tsunami alert. It was like 12 hours after. I'm like, don't those things move at like 500 miles an hour or something?
Well, it's like it's almost like when you jump, like say you jump in the water and the ripples will build up to one side and then they come back the other way. So that's what the tsunami was. So because like remember when the earthquake happened, Fukushima and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And that stuff hit San Francisco, that stuff was like half a day later. So it takes a long time.
Okay.
Oh, so the ocean's vast.
It is.
So you're saying it takes a long time to get across the vast ocean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it builds up the momentum and then goes back the other way. So
Because
Right.
I remember they showed the tsunami in Indonesia that killed all those people, but on the other side where it hit, like towards Africa,
yeah,
it was like just normal waves. He goes, "Here's a tsunami here." It was like,
Yeah.
just a normal 4-foot wave or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
no, they could have them for shit probably another couple days. Actually, the way the
so
stupid shit works.
I was talking to my sister, and I was like, I hate to do the whole "we were tougher in the old days" kind of thing,
Yeah, but we were.
but they're not letting the kids go out and look at the eclipse. Remember, our science teachers would take us all out there.
Yeah.
They're like, well, there's safety concerns. I was like, well, don't look
what?
right at it.
We used to make something so we could look through it.
Yeah, but they're not letting them go out and look at it.
That's lame.
They just don't like science.
Yeah.
They don't want to show them
That's
science.
true. They don't like science.
They don't want to teach them any science.
I miss y'all. I'm not going to lie. Well, I mean, we missed you too.
Yeah, we were off a couple weeks in a row. Weren't
Yeah, Brian
Yeah.
had things to do.
we? Yeah.
I
And me
still
and Brian,
do.
we got a little under the weather last week.
I had tons of bitches to fuck and
Yeah. He was busy.
just,
Yeah.
But we are now back in our totality.
yeah.
Yes, we're back. And so
I was
I don't-
I was on vacation with a bevy of babes.
Yes.
it just sucks that that they don't let them look at it. I mean, maybe the high school does. Maybe it's because they're little. But I mean,
But that's what we learned. We made the tubes, man.
even a little kid that stares right at it, they're gonna turn away when it starts hurting. They're not gonna be like, I can't stop.
They could be like Frank staring at a bonfire
Yeah,
and not look away
they
ever.
burn their cornea.
Yeah. He's basically that's what it is. You get it's like welder's flash, looking
Yeah.
at the eclipse, and that's what Frank got looking at that fire.
Yeah,
So it could be the same thing.
yeah. So I don't know. It's I don't know. I think like what I think it is. It's not even safety concern. They just don't feel like doing it.
yeah, they're just that's what it is.
They don't do
They're like-
recess anymore because they don't want to deal with that.
they're-
They don't do anything.
Yeah.
No
There's no
gym.
recess anymore.
No, in a lot of elementary schools, there's not. They don't do gym class anymore because they don't want to deal with it. They just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
They want everybody to be just sitting still. Then if
They're-
you,
you know-
your kid moved too much in 8 hours in his seat.
Needs
Let's
drugs.
dope him up.
Yep, needs
Good
drugs.
idea. The other thing about it, and I don't know if this plays into it at all, but by the time the fucking thing's at its vernal, I don't know what the fuck they call it, at its main
Peak.
peak, it's like the end of the school day. It's like 3:15 or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Maybe-
don't know if that has
That's
something to do
probably why. That's probably why they're doing. I didn't even think about that. Maybe they're just
'Cause
like, you're gonna be going home. What they ought to do is just let everybody go home at 2. It's 2 o'clock and go home and look at the eclipse. How about that?
Yeah. Well, that's at work. They're like, we're having an eclipse party. I'm like, why? They're like, because it's gonna happen. I'm like, we close at 3:30. It's at 3:15.
Yeah.
I'm gone at 2:30. I'm not staying for that shit.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, at work they're having a
Yeah.
oh.
Lady from work, she bought glasses on the internet. She's like, I bought these on the internet. It says they're good. I'm like, I bet they're not.
Like,
They were actually.
like how old are you? And she's like, I don't know, 30. I'm like, okay, you're going to be 50 the next time I have you, unless you get a terminal disease or something. You can see it again.
Oh, one like this, they said 2090 something or.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There's
ones
other
that- it's a-
equinoxes, but the way I don't know what the fuck this is
This
called.
one's a super special.
Yeah, this one's special.
Equinox.
No, I knew
because there was one 7 years ago.
We had-
2017.
we had a lunar one that was once every 20 years. I remember that one.
Yeah,
We were like 20 or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know why this one's so special because Craig would know. We should ask him, but I'm not going to look it up
Yeah.
because I don't care. I don't care about its totality. I've heard that word about 455,000 times this week too.
Yeah, the
What?
totality.
The totality of the equinox. I'm like,
Now,
"Oh, fair."
now
Oh,
when we were at Eastland Junior High,
Yeah.
that was the coolest one I ever seen. Whatever
Yeah.
that one was,
because we lucked out, we had Mr.
King.
I had Mr. Lindau at that point.
Okay, King let us out.
The same thing though. He had us made the stupid little box with the pinhole and the thing.
Special because of the human sacrificing. See, I knew he knew it.
Is that what it is? Okay, I knew there was something special about it.
But but the one we saw, it was the coolest one I ever seen, and like the color of the earth like outside looked really fucking weird.
Yeah.
It was like some weird grayish hue.
Yeah, we're in the spirit world.
Yeah,
We were-
looked like a Dark Souls game, but we were living it. Yeah, we're in the spirit world, asshole.
We're in the spirit world, asshole.
I forgot to name this episode.
oh,
that.
that's okay. I forgot because earlier I'm trying to think. I'm like, what did I tell Mike to name the episode? I completely forgot.
So I
could
did.
not
So I
remember
did my 14-year-old total eclipse of the fart.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Brutters. I
I,
have a great interesting news.
I have great interesting news, and that is my mom's car has been damaged by construction workers. So now any plans that was planned for me is canceled. So I will be able to come to.
Oh,
Okay,
All right, cool.
future
episodes.
episodes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
there it is.
Gotcha.
Come to all future episodes. Yay,
There you go.
and tons of emojis.
Are you going to get money from the construction workers to fix the car?
I read it
Seems
real
like they'd
quickly
owe her.
before we read it aloud. I read it real quickly and I said, "Mom damaged by construction." I'm like, "What? His mom got hurt?"
Where they hit her with a backhoe. There's-
I don't know. Did they call it a backhoe in England? Would it be something else? Like like
Maybe it's a front hoe.
the truck is the lorry or whatever how they pronounce it. And
Well, I
Like-
remember.
like the garage is a garage.
the trunk is the boot.
The hood is a bonnet.
Yep. The
Your
subways.
apartment's a flat.
Yes.
Yeah, the subways.
Cigarettes a
tube.
fag.
Yeah,
Cigarettes a fag.
they don't
Yeah.
have college. They have university.
I just saw. I'm just wondering what they call like a backhoe or like a skid steer or something like that.
I don't know.
Anyways, or a door wall. What would you
Yeah, I
call
didn't
a
know.
door wall?
I still don't know technically the difference. To me, everything's a bulldozer.
Yeah, there's only
Like-
certain ones I know.
Like little kids that watch YouTube know now. They're like, "Nephew, that's an excavator." I'm like,
That's a
"Oh."
John Deere.
Yeah, that's a John Deere 2700 with a,
Yeah, they know
with
all
a
the numbers.
440 diesel. Like, all right.
Gosh, damn! All you little
Yeah.
autists out there, you know everything.
Your nephew does he watch a lot of that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the 4-year-old, the 8-year-old did, and then the tractors and stuff get uncool after like 6
Yeah.
years old. But when they're 4, like the other one, they're deep in it.
They're all
yeah,
tractor.
Yeah.
Craig,
Neil's nephew's like he's into all race car, hot rods, all
Yeah.
that. But he was in construction stuff, excavation stuff. But he was into tractors too, and I think he's like not so much into them now because he's like 7.
so he's into all the race cars. Does he know the difference between the funny cars and the top fuel dragsters and all that other
He
stuff?
probably does because he watches.
I don't even know
He
that
watches like a lot of the. He doesn't watch like. He watches informative shit all the time. Yeah, like the
Fucking
kid
shit.
knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's built every fucking Lego thing you can fucking think of.
I mean, I watch Oak Island. I think I'm pretty informed about stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same thing.
We're like, what about like Skinwalker Ranch?
Fuck that
I get
shit.
it. I
That
get
show's
it.
so fake.
I get informed about a lot of shit. But I retain nothing.
No,
So it doesn't
I don't
matter.
retain anything anymore.
I remember seeing like commercials for that show. I had no idea it was in Utah until like last month.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know
it's horrible.
it's in Utah. And
But the retention of stuff now is just I'm a big fan. I know I've said this many times on the show before, but I'm a big fan of Dan Carlin's Hardcore History.
yeah,
yeah.
I listen to it all the time.
yeah,
But he's been doing this. Well, it's not. I shouldn't say he's been doing this. He already did it. I'm just 2 years behind on shit.
right.
So I'm listening to this Supernova in the East. I'm on part 5 of 6, so I'm only in hour like 24 of this fucking series he's doing out of 30. And some of the books he suggested about certain things in World War II, I'm like, I'm going to get those. I'm going to read them. So it's interesting. And I've had them for almost 5 weeks, 2 books, and I'm only on the first book, and I think I'm at page like 61.
Oh wow.
I used to read books like boom, a week I was done with the book. No problem.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
It's like it's got really small type.
It takes me like 6 years
stuff.
to read a book.
It's like hard to like sit and
I
do
can't. I will fall asleep before I finish a chapter if I sit there too long. It's like I can't do it. I don't retain any of it either. It's stupid.
No, we all got
Reading's dumb.
we all got tech brain now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can fix it. It's irreversible.
That's
That's what I've heard.
I was trying to reverse it. I was trying to surmount insurmountable odds.
Yeah.
I mean,
I couldn't do it.
yeah. I'm trying to reverse a lot of things. It's not working.
No.
I keep getting older.
Yep.
Things keep hurting more.
We keep
I think
getting older and they keep staying.
I swear to God, one of these days, I know my ACL is just gonna blow out while I'm walking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something stupid though.
No, it is. It's totally gonna be stupid because I
You-
walk and I'm like,
it won't be when you're walking. You'll go to sit down and
yeah,
you sit down. And that's when it blows out. Is
Yeah.
when you sit down.
I'm walking and I'm like, damn, that fucker feels really rubbery right now.
That's what happened to Marty, the guy that our tree buddy.
Yeah.
He did all kinds of dangerous work up in trees, falling out of trees, had all kinds of shit go wrong. But his knee finally just completely blew out and he had to get reconstructive surgery. Getting in a bass boat, just getting in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry,
That's horrible.
Get my leg up in here. Ah!
I just always think about that Lions player, Stephen Tulloch. He made this great play. He never had knee injury in his whole career. Never missed a game.
Yep.
And he was just jumping up, like cheering, like yeah. And he
Yeah.
came down and snap.
I've seen a lot of guys get hurt celebrating.
Yeah.
Well,
it
like they
happens.
said, they're like that thing's been tearing for years.
Yeah.
It was hanging on by a thread.
I wonder if like coaches are gonna do okay, don't celebrate. I don't care that you're being flashy. I don't want you to get hurt.
Don't celebrate. Don't go outside for the fucking equinox or whatever the fuck it's called. Can't think what it's called. Eclipse. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's on the screen right there, but I couldn't think what it's called.
Don't play Guitar Hero
Don't do any of it.
like Zamaya.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a wrist brace. I don't know if you guys noticed.
What happened?
I didn't-
Fibromyalgia.
I didn't do anything. I carry pallets, like,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
moving to a certain spot. I'm like, I'm not going to get a pallet jack to move this thing
No.
when the pallet weighs like what 20 pounds. It's
Right, yeah.
nothing. Carry it, and it didn't hurt anything. All of a sudden, like a day later, it's like, man, my wrist really hurts.
You can get palletitis though.
Well, no,
Yeah.
actually, I don't even have a wrist injury. I have a cyst on my wrist, a ganglion cyst that's on the wrist bone right here.
Oh.
You can feel it. It moves around and shit.
So the pallets didn't.
But it's making pressure on my fucking wrist.
Palatability.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's making pressure on my wrist, so it hurts. I'd actually prefer if I injured my wrist. It would probably feel better by now. It's just a stupid cyst. It's this big. But if you
Yeah.
touch it, you can feel it and you can move it around and shit.
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
I have one on my ankle. I just left it there.
Well, everybody works like, yeah, it doesn't usually hurt. I'm like, yeah, well, mine does. It's on the bone.
No, if they're under the one on my ankle hurts.
Oh yeah, it's stupid.
I've had, I was diagnosed like 20 years ago with plantar fasciitis on both feet. I never did anything about it.
Yeah,
That's what everybody does.
They're like so cramped up. Shit.
that's the worst. Because especially if it's like in the arch.
Yeah, it's in the
area.
arch. My fucking arch is just so high
See, if
too.
you, if you live in denial, it goes away.
Yeah,
Right. I mean, it's funny because like I wear like all flat skate shoes, and that's
Yeah.
what fucking helps. Because if I wear like shoes that fit
yeah.
my arch, it fucking hurts so bad because
Well,
they're not pushing down enough.
The
you know,
unfortunate
stretching
thing
it.
is probably what originally did it was the flat shoes, but now those are the only things that don't hurt it.
Yep, I always had high arches.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Dad, I have those narrow heels, the twisted toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have checked.
Yeah,
It's a-
yeah. My
just
feet
live
are
it-
just like his. They're like,
Just live in denial. Like I have every single symptom of long COVID since
Yeah.
December. Like, nah, it ain't real.
Well, you know,
I've been
like-
sick for 4 months.
I mean, for 2.5 years, I had fucking a hernia. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like it's normal to not breathe. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
That hernia is getting worse. Why do I have to take a nap during the middle of the day to get through the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
the hernia is getting worse. Why can't I eat any food? Why have I lost 50
totally
something
hernia.
pounds?
Like it's look. My throat's fine as long as I don't talk.
Yeah, right.
Just don't talk.
Right.
It's,
It's true.
I just do the podcast. That's all the talking I do.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, don't talk the rest of the week.
Yeah. Then I wake up the next morning. Oh, it'll fix itself.
That's-
It'll fix it.
That's the stupid thing about this. Like if I start doing more stuff, like at work, moving boxes, doing whatever, then it'll stop hurting and it won't hurt.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm like, it's time to go to bed, and all of a sudden, instant. As soon as I say bed, injury, and it starts hurting, and I have trouble sleeping because of it.
Yeah.
It's dumb and stupid, and I hate it.
Yeah. The first time I got COVID, it was I was fine after it was over. This time it's been hell for 4 months.
Well,
I'll just be walking around and like, oh, that's interesting. Like
So-
like
so I was, it was stupid. Not this week obviously, but last week I was on vacation all week. All right, and
staycation.
I was on staycation. Yeah, we were doing stuff around and everything. And I didn't start feeling bad until Friday night. So before I was going, the Friday before going back to work, and all it was a little stuffed up. And then Saturday,
Little tickle.
I was stuffed up on one side of my face. I'm like, man, allergies. And the weather kept changing, something in allergies. And then Sunday, like just even when I went to mom's, because I went to our mom's for Easter, just to get some food and stuff. When I was fine until I got there, and then I got there, and all of a sudden both sides are stuffed up. I'm like, maybe it's their cat, but I don't know because I have a cat. You'd think it would be whatever. It's definitely still allergies. And then by like that night and the next morning, I'm like, no, it's not allergies.
Yeah.
I got a head cold. And I never coughed. I never had a fever. I never had nothing. But I got to work back from my vacation. I was there for 3 hours. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going home. And I
Yeah.
went home, and it was off Tuesday. But I never coughed or anything. Well, a lady at work, I was only around her for 3 hours. She started feeling like crap. By Wednesday, she had the same thing going on. And then by Thursday, she lost her voice. And then by Friday, she was running like a 102 fever. And I'm like, she's like, oh, you got me sick. I'm like,
Nope.
the hell I did. That's a different thing. So
Well, some
she went
people's
to,
bodies react differently, Brian. You killed her.
well, she went to the doctor today, and she messaged all of us. She's like, I have croup bronchitis.
Oh, see?
I'm
That
like,
wasn't
nope,
you.
I didn't give you that.
Nope.
I reiterated that. I'm like, I'm sorry you don't feel good, but I didn't give you that. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Nope. I didn't have that.
Well, bronchitis is something you develop from a cold, though, Brian.
Yeah, but it was like
you
croup.
caused it.
Yeah, the fever and everything though. I mean, I had
Yeah.
because I would feel like crap. I'm like, I got a fever. I know I do.
We all
I used two different thermometers.
You got great genes, and she's got shit fucking
Yeah.
genes.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what it is. Probably is.
Can't help it, yeah.
It's funny because a couple of years ago when we were going down to Kentucky, I told her about it. And she's like, and I told her where we're going. She's like, oh, that's where my mom's family is. I'm like, oh, they're from Kentucky? She's like, no, they're from there. Like, no, they can't be. They're right from the same area. I was like, that's crazy. And she like knew spots that.
Oh, okay,
too.
yeah.
And actually, I think her dad came from Grundy, Virginia.
Oh, yeah, that's not far.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
From where my family is.
See, that's another. Sorry, you said 45 minutes. I don't know. I guess it's a Michigan thing, and I didn't know this. But when people say, oh yeah, how far are you from this? Most places they'll tell you, I'm about 30 miles from that. Here we're like, oh, that's about 30 minutes this way. We don't
Yeah.
give mileage at all.
Oh,
We
yeah,
give-
yeah.
We use minutes as distance. And you just did
Yeah.
it, and it made me think of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes.
because traffic may or may not be terrible.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
do
know.
everything based on traffic. That's how we
Yeah.
do things here. It's the way that makes sense to us.
Yeah.
Joseph did message back about his mom's car.
Yes.
Unfortunately, her insurance company is shit, and the company isn't picking up her calls, so she probably won't get paid. But yeah, she's pissed with dollar signs, and she can't go to work or get a new car.
Damn.
That sucks, man.
Sucks, dude.
Totally.
Legitimately sucks.
Legitimately. The way you said it,
But
made me
like
think
you said
palatability.
earlier, like you said earlier, though,
Maybe they can
he's
file.
like, now he'll be able to come to all future episodes.
Yeah, but he can't go anywhere else.
But he'll be able to come to all future episodes.
Yeah, that's true. That's the important thing, right?
Good ratings.
That's true. We got that one consistent viewer at all times.
Yeah, the radio. You get one that puts you in the algorithm, and you're like better.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, so
we didn't talk dead people yet.
no.
We had a couple.
Yeah, because we had some before too, didn't we? Before we missed, I don't remember who though.
I don't remember.
I got it queued up.
All I remember off the top of my head right now is Joe Flaherty from
Yep.
SCTV.
Yep.
He's more famous for our generation for being from Happy Gilmore. He's the one that said "jackass," and he would always intimidate
Yeah.
Happy at the one tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he thought he was gonna be friends with Shooter McGavin and stuff. And
Yeah.
you know, and he was in Freaks and Geeks, which I don't think you guys watched, but I watched.
I did.
Yeah, he was the
I
dad.
loved Freaks and Geeks.
He was
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I know like everybody that was a 2000s comedian was on it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show.
They're very popular kids from that
Mm-hmm.
show, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the ones that aren't famous on screen are really
Yeah, that
softer
kind of
writers.
Yeah. Yep.
super bad verse.
Yeah, because
Universe.
that main kid wrote the last 3 Spider-Man movies, so he's doing pretty well for himself.
The main kid in the show.
He's written
That was
all,
the younger brother, right?
yeah, Linda Cardellini.
Yeah,
Linda
yeah. He
Cardellini's
was.
younger brother.
Yeah.
He was on Bones.
Yeah, yeah.
He's written the last 3 Spider-Man movies.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's done pretty
Dungeons
good.
and Dragons. He directed Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons.
he's doing well. All
Yeah.
right.
And then obviously the other ones, Franco and Rogan and Siegel.
They've done nothing
They've done
really.
nothing.
Very little.
So that's Joe Flaherty. He's very
Yeah.
very famous for SCTV before that.
Yeah. Like him, Moranis, John Candy, the late John Candy,
Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy. Yep.
Who the more I see some of Eugene Levy's older stuff, man's brilliant.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Like you just don't get it.
Yeah.
Also, the American Pie movies haven't aged well. Just so you know, I still think they're hilarious,
Yeah.
but they haven't aged well.
I would bet.
There's some problematic stuff in it, as they would say nowadays.
Oh, but who cares about
I mean,
that?
I don't care,
Yeah.
and I showed it to my kids because I don't care. They
Yeah,
watch
because
as kids.
but
Yeah, you can view girls as a fleshlight nowadays.
Yeah.
It's fine. Nobody cares.
No, it's true. Other death, Louis Gossett Jr.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Chappie.
Good.
Loved Iron Eagle.
He was Louis Gossett Jr. Man, that one was tough. I loved him.
Yeah. He's a great actor.
Great actor,
Yeah.
Academy Award-winning actor
Yeah. Yep.
for Officer and a Gentleman.
Yep.
He was also when they made the when Blazing Saddles was really big, and they were going to do a spin-off on ABC, just a show about it
Oh, yeah.
called
Blazing Saddles?
But he played the Cleavon Little part.
Uh-huh.
There's a pilot for it. If you buy the Blazing Saddles 30th anniversary, I can't remember which one. One of the DVDs, they have it on the DVD, and you could watch that episode. And it was network TV. It was gonna be on network TV, and there's like N bombs. I'm like, wait a second,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I'm like, this is ABC. This ain't gonna fly. It didn't get picked up the series, just so you know.
No.
But also
It's a
obviously
little shocking.
all kinds of stuff with Louis Gossett Jr. though, because of Firewalker with Chuck Norris and
Roots.
Obviously, Roots is huge.
Comedy.
Huge. It was very popular comedy from the 70s.
It's upbeat.
It was lots of athletics going on, running.
Yeah.
And what was the one I was thinking about earlier that he was in? The boxing one.
Digstown.
Digstown was a good movie.
Yeah, with him and
The Principal with Belushi. He was the guy who was like in charge of security for the school.
yeah.
Yep, that was an excellent movie. Ray Don Chong got raped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where that
That's right.
that Digstown with his the dude that's on Twitter arguing all the time.
James Woods.
James Woods, yeah.
Yeah.
Then that was a good movie, man.
It was.
It was actually a really good movie.
But Louis Gossett Jr. has been in a bunch of stuff. Chappie's probably for us the most famous one.
and there's also a very I remember I haven't watched it in years, so maybe it's not great now. But I loved it when I was a kid. There was a HBO made Western called El Diablo.
Oh, I love El Diablo
And
with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards, and
Yeah.
I forgot his character's name, but he was a Civil War,
Like a Buffalo Soldier.
yeah,
Yeah.
black Civil War vet.
Yep.
And he was the guy that Anthony Edwards hired to take out El Diablo.
And you just said that, and it made this pop into my mind. He was the alien in Enemy Mine with Dennis Quaid.
He was.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's an excellent movie too. Enemy Mine's great.
It is.
It is. But yeah, El Diablo's. I watched that just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't seen this in a long time.
Enemy Mine's one of those movies that I loved it, and I've only seen it once.
Oh yeah.
And I remember loving it and like, I got to see this again. I never watched it again. Should have, but never did.
It's got to be 20 years for me at least.
I was in high school when I saw it.
Yeah, Enemy Mine's a great movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. Rest in peace.
It's definitely older than when we were in high school too. It was like, isn't it from the 80s?
It's from '85. Yeah, That's old.
I saw it and it had been on HBO or something like 12 years after it was made.
Yeah,
So
old film.
yeah,
It's old. But that's all the deaths I can think of. I know there. I feel like there was another one, and I can't think.
Hello
of it.
Morgan, how you doing? You run, not.
Al, you looking thick?
Yeah, Al, you looking
Thanks.
All right, you looking swole?
swole
Waiting
and
for
your
it.
cock.
I was
Yeah.
waiting for it too.
Gross. Good job. You got us.
So yeah, you're gonna see the eclipse. It's gonna probably look pretty cool out there in the desert.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
gonna be like 4:00 here, so for him it will be right in the middle of school.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know. I haven't looked at the path of it because it's it doesn't go over all states. You can't see well from every state.
No, Aaron hasn't come by. No,
Say goodbye
no, he hasn't.
for what?
No, I know he's moving at some point. I just don't know.
Oh, where's he moving?
I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't talked to him. I haven't really talked to anybody.
He hasn't called and left great messages in a while because you have not aired him.
No, I think me and him have had parallel meltdowns, so we haven't been talking much.
yeah.
So,
Man,
I hope he's doing well.
yeah.
I really do. I miss his fucking voicemails. I do.
He'll come.
Sure.
They were a good source of content for my show.
For sure.
Oh yeah, you told me about that Cincinnati. Okay, yep,
Cincinnati,
yeah.
or as they call it in Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, he got transferred, huh?
Cincinnati.
He got a transfer. Yeah,
It's something. It's crazy.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So the Covington area. Okay,
Covington.
Huh.
yeah, I know the area.
That's good. Good for
My
him.
dad had an apartment there
See, they got something in common.
because
No.
because my dad's work tried to open a branch there,
Yeah,
but nobody would move down there, so they just literally gave up.
it's a good idea.
I remember that.
And we went down there, and here's a funny story. You can't get drunk off of mouthwash. I found that out
Yeah,
because I tried to drink it,
to get drunk.
and they put some form of ipecac in it, so that when you drink it, you throw it right up.
Oh,
I didn't know that, and I never felt such a vomit urge in my life.
That's gross.
And I drank. I didn't drink. You know those little ones you travel ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just slammed that. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it'll make you puke.
And they put like a ipecac
Yeah,
element. And I was like 13, and I threw up immediately.
It was because is that because you went to Ohio and it made you want to get drunk and throw
Yeah.
up?
Me and Frank were trying to get drunk.
Oh, okay.
So-
You didn't say Frank went. That explains everything.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. I was in that case. It was me that was
That's crazy.
being danger to myself.
So,
Ohio
they,
does that to
they
people.
they paid him to take the transfer to the asshole of Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to live
any
there.
of those big companies, if you move more than, it's usually like, it's got to be like more than 50 miles. It's most of them. It's like if you move over 53 miles, you get like some kind of incentive to, you get some kind of pay to do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
That is interesting.
That's the only good thing about my corporate buyout. We got so many like branches now, and you're allowed to transfer.
Yeah.
So like I'm just waiting. Like they're not quite far enough south for me to move yet.
Right.
It's like okay, there's one in Lexington. That's further south they go so far.
That's not bad.
But I want like Tennessee. I want like where it's like noticeably warmer than here.
Right.
If I'm gonna do it. You know.
In Tennessee,
You don't
does
want any chance of like real shitty weather.
Well,
I don't want real winter ever again. If I'm gonna move.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying I'll ever move. If I move, I don't want a real winter ever again.
Yeah.
Well, Tennessee doesn't have state income tax either.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's why everybody's moving there.
And
Property's cheap.
And it's
Still for now.
Yeah,
for now.
Yeah, it's when it becomes when the hipsters move in though.
Yeah, but
The
you know
prices.
the thing is they don't want to live. They don't want to live rural. They don't want to live way out.
They all live near Nashville
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
anyways.
so it'll just keep getting more expensive there, but it won't. Yep.
True that.
See, my ultimate goal is to live rural, but it's not so rural that they have bad internet.
Yeah, you need good internet.
Now I know that that Starlink's getting better.
Yeah, my boss has Starlink, and he says they've had issues, but it hasn't been as bad lately. So he's not, and he only lives up in like Dryden, so
Okay.
he's not far. But
Yeah,
That's
so I mean, it's like if they say that you can get up to 100 meg, if that's true, then that's plenty for even doing. You could even do this off 100 meg.
Yeah.
But you can't. You know, the thing is that like if you get overcast or God knows what. Put it this way, that's another reason I don't want to live where it's cold and there's a lot of overcast.
yeah,
So you move, rural south, rural west. That'll work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like I got a job offer in Washington. So
Yeah, more overcast than here.
yeah,
yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna fly out and
See what it's about.
Well, yeah, for sure, because it's
Yeah.
like double my salary.
that's always a good thing.
Yeah. So I got it. My friend owns a company there.
Doubles a lot more.
Yeah, I hate though. Like it took me till like 45 and staying sick for 4 months. I'm like, I better start thinking about what I'm going to do with my life at
What?
45.
Yeah.
Your masters.
Once I get my master's, I'm moving to Wyoming. Wyoming?
Masters?
Ugh.
Wyoming, dude, it's cold.
It's cold and it's windy.
What are you gonna get your masters
Josh
in?
Allen
Pounding
came in
chicks?
there.
Yeah,
God.
He's gonna get his masters in
he's gonna
pounding
go li-
chick.
he's going to
Pounding
go live
chicks,
with
man.
Cobra JFS.
Oh, okay. I just said okay, like I knew who that was.
Yeah.
It's King Cobra. He's a lol cow on the internet.
Ah,
Okay. I think it's my headset. I was like, am I losing hearing? Like, what's happening to me?
it's finally happening.
Yeah.
So are you gonna work on like a ranch?
What? Yeah, are you gonna like
And become
with
a
Kevin-
rancher with the masters?
like Kevin Costner and stuff?
By the way, those who listen on the audio end, we're talking to Morgan, who's in the chat.
Morgan,
So
longtime friend of the show. What's your master's in?
yeah, I don't know.
He'll eventually answer. us.
Phrenology.
We'll move on to the next subject, and all of a sudden I'll be like, Inez.
His master's is in phrenology.
Phrenology, probably.
Yeah.
Communications.
Study of scalps.
Yeah, no, it's always communications.
Yeah.
So
Everybody.
or sports management.
Sports management.
yeah, some of those degrees. I mean, look, I get it. The university's got to they got to make some money.
Master's in teaching. All right.
But some of those
You
like
missed
Cracker
snow.
Jack box fucking PhDs and stuff. It's like Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is not going to serve this person
No.
in any way, shape, or form.
Like, I couldn't believe how many people I knew that all at the same time were getting psychology degrees. I'm like, this isn't going to work. You're not going to be a psychologist. You know
No.
it. I'll use it for social work. No, you won't. I bet you won't. And I swear, like 3 out of 4 people I know that all got a psychology degree within a year of each other, maybe 2 years, whatever. One of them works in the field. One.
Yeah.
The other ones don't even work to anything close to it.
So you sit people down. Okay, most people are depressed.
Yeah.
Some are anxious. Some are this. So then you try to figure out, are they bad enough to where you got to medicate them? That's your job.
Well, and actually, the one who was working
And then you got to send him to the psychiatrist to get the meds.
Yep.
The one who actually became the psychologist and still worked in it, still works in the field and actually worked in the field going out, was already working in the field in some form before that. All these other people were doing other stuff, decided to get their degree in that, and then they just started doing other stuff once they got the degree. They never went into the field.
Well, I think it's the thing is when you don't really know what you want when you're young. You think you do, but you don't.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you don't find out that you're good at something until later.
They're pushed into college way too quick, man.
Yeah, it's like
You need to go work for a couple of years and then go to college.
It's almost like
do something.
It's almost like you're like, I agree, Al. It's almost like I wonder if they'd be better off to like start college at 25.
Yeah, like I mean,
You know,
if you 22,
Yeah.
let them be like legally old enough to go out and have fun and whatever. I mean, fucking 18 years old, man. You just get your freedom.
Yeah,
you're an adult, and you got, you got to figure out college, or you're gonna go in the military, or what are you gonna do?
I forgot about the one big reveal. Only one of those people was in their early 20s. The other ones were in their 30s.
Yeah,
who got the psychology
I knew a
degrees.
dude. I knew a dude through other guys that back in the day. He went to school with me, but he's like 4 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But he went to school for 7 years and got a master's degree.
Yeah.
In business management.
Okay.
It was worthless.
Yeah.
He was working in shops like me. And then he moved. Then he was like, screw it. I'm going to go back to school. And he was going back to school for something else. And he's like, this ain't working. And he was still working in a shop and trying to pay for all this new schooling. And then he became a chiropractor.
Hell yeah.
What's
That's what it's all about. Did he start his own practice?
Yeah.
So he can manage that business. It worked out.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
He probably built some kind of acumen towards
Well,
that.
he was like he was down in St. Louis, I guess, going to school, and then said, "Fuck this, I don't want to do this." And then there's a big like two different big chiropractic schools down there, I believe.
Now they say if you do a job you love, you don't work a day in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
That's true for about 1% of the population.
Okay. I believe that it's true for everybody if you do something you love, but you can't. Not everybody gets to do something they love.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know.
sucks.
Yeah.
You know.
Us being
I mean,
very sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, we
dude,
figured that.
I would love to cut cars up and fucking, build fucking race cars and something. I don't know. I like cars.
The problem with me is like no matter what I do, I'll end up complaining.
Oh yeah.
I know how I am.
Yeah.
Well, here, get this. So through the company I work for currently, my boss is my boss, and he is management, but he is at the top end of where he can go in the company as in management because he does not have a college degree.
Yeah, I hate that.
He can do all the work. He's
Yeah.
been doing it for 35 years. He
But
knows
because I didn't pay $125,000 to go to college
'Cause you
and
don't-
be in
you-
debt the rest of my life.
Yeah, you didn't get that
And-
certificate.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so what's the 2-year degree? Is that the associates or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even if he had an associate's, it wouldn't matter.
Nope.
They want you to have a bachelor's.
Or better, yep.
Yeah.
Bachelor's or better.
So what he could do is go in and get a general education degree, a 4-year thing, in just nothing, just basically general education,
Mm-hmm.
4 years, and move up.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a degree
Yeah.
in the business we work in.
Dude, he could do that right through Macomb.
Exactly.
And you could take a lot of his classes online and breeze through a lot of them.
I mean, he just turned 60. He's not going to do it. But
no.
at this point,
Oh.
he's basically on his retirement job.
Oh, okay. I thought he was.
But that's the thing. He doesn't care.
yeah.
But they walk in and they ask him for everything. They're like, hey, at one point they're like, we want you to move up and stuff. And he's like, all right. Well, what kind of degree do I need? And they're like, oh, you just need an associate's. He's like, I don't know. I have high school. And they're like, oh. And they stop talking about it right then.
Yeah.
It's like he could do any of the jobs he could do the job his boss does, our general manager does. He can do the job that any of these other people do.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's weird that like with even a little bit of college can get you like say you have like just a associates.
Yeah.
Even in the military, you can go to like officer school. You don't even have to be a grunt.
Yep.
Nope.
You're just like, well, I'm an officer.
Mm-hmm.
not a gentleman though.
Yeah. It's like it helps with everything
Yeah, it does.
because they know that you've been trained.
Isn't no state. Oh, okay, no state taxes.
Yeah, Wyoming doesn't have state.
But he
taxes.
says he misses snow.
That's dumb.
That's
Yeah.
really dumb.
It barely
you missed
snowed
the
this
what?
And he wants to teach.
Snow in Kentucky.
He wants to teach 1st through 8th grade.
It barely snowed here this winter, and I'm glad.
Elementary school is one thing, but once you get into that junior high grade, like 6th through 8,
yeah, dude.
fuck
No way.
that.
Dude, if
Yeah.
I was going to teach kids, it would
Can you
be,
put away your phone? The kid tries to fucking shoot you.
Yeah.
if I'm teaching kids, it's
Do
10,
not take
10
away
and
their
under.
DS.
10 and under. That's my.
Yeah.
I'm not touching any of them assholes
You get-
after that.
You get a school shooting because you tell a kid no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, you can't bonk little Ryan's head off the desk.
Why?
Well, come on. You know,
Yeah, I'd probably teach like kindergartners, and I'd be like, "Listen, don't tell your mom that I'm teaching you like how to be a real man and real woman.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
you just you got to hide that shit
Here to tell you,
because if not, they're just gonna castrate you.
this is what's
Yeah.
happening, kid. You're in kindergarten. This is as good as it will
This
ever
is as
get.
good as it'll ever be.
So if you got like, yeah, or you be practical. Say you got the hyper kid that, okay, we're not going to drug you.
Yeah.
I'm going to just
Yeah.
make you run. You're going to fucking run.
Yeah.
You're going to run outside.
just go do laps,
And then when that kid
Yeah.
becomes an all-state running back,
Yeah.
he can an all-state running back
'Cause
he's gonna be like, "I owe it all
Oh, you
to
two hate,
Mr. D."
Oh, you two hate each other. Okay. We're going to put full fucking pads on you, boxing gloves,
Yeah.
and you guys are going to learn how to fight.
Yep.
And you guys,
Make them joust.
yep.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah,
fucking make them run
American
and joust.
Gladiators.
Yeah,
They have to
fuck
run.
yeah.
They have to do American Gladiators in school, but
yeah.
kid
Fuck
version.
yeah.
That's it. That's what
Yeah.
you do. You're gonna be nitro. You're gonna be laser.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's you got to start prepping them at that age, so they're ready to go.
Right. Yep.
Because that's where it's at. But the other thing, as far as the teaching goes, is I actually don't care what age they are because I don't have the patience to teach kids.
No, you got to have
teachers
a lot.
to me you have to be almost a saint in order to be a teacher to deal
Mhm.
with asshole kids, asshole
Mhm.
parents, asshole
And you gotta-
administrators.
And you got to have a squeaky clean fucking social media.
Yep.
Can't have no saucy opinions one way or the other.
Nope.
I don't want to teach because fuck your kids.
And then
Yeah.
a bit just I have no patience for
Yeah.
it.
yeah, I don't
Cannot
want,
do it. So
fuck your
more power
kids.
to you.
I don't want.
Go
to
ahead.
I see some posts from 2014. You like quoting Hitler as a joke, but they think it's real.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then they started OnlyFans, and
Yeah.
the people are like, you can't do that. Like, well, then pay me more. If you just pay them more, they're not going to start the OnlyFans, and they're probably going to teach better.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
It's going to get to the point where they're not going to fire them for having one because they can't fire them all for having one.
Yeah, you can't. You got to
You
have
can't.
teachers.
You got to have teachers, and they don't have. They're so short on them already.
I think that anything outside of like threatening behavior, like
Mm-hmm.
I want to kill all people that
Yeah.
believe this or something like that. I think you should just let it. I mean, people.
Yeah,
You're a citizen. You're allowed to have an opinion.
Look, I mean,
You know
like,
what I mean? You're allowed to have an opinion. You're allowed to have whatever.
Yeah.
Allowed to have an OnlyFans. You're an adult.
it was. It's just the same. It's the same feeling I have about drug testing to get jobs. You shouldn't have to drug test to get a job. If you get hurt on the job, you should have to take a drug test. If you go to a clinic,
It's the same like if you get into a car wreck, they want to check you for.
Yeah.
But you should to get the job, you have to prove that you're not a drug user. That's fucking bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, why should I have to tell you don't have trust in me? You have trust in me to come in and do the job.
Yeah.
But I have to drug test for you. A lot of companies don't even do it anymore.
Well, yeah. But are they going to make people like, well, you're on cholesterol medicine. You have to prove to us that you're not going to have a heart attack
Right.
on this job.
Right.
Well, that's where that's all leading.
Yeah. And then it's you're on Adderall. Well, that's synthetic methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Now, there's certain jobs, like driving or whatever, you waive a certain amount of rights because you don't want to smash into a bridge per se.
Yeah. But I mean, like let's say
Why?
you start driving for somebody. You start, and you get you get a license to do that. If you have a perfect record, why Why would you have to get the job? Is what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Once you're part of the state thing,
Yeah, the DOT.
that's different
You're in the
story.
system. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you guys see that bridge smash? Holy shit!
So
Which
that's
one?
in Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
I did not.
The thing, like, I thought, like, I thought I was watching the wrong video at first. I'm like, he passed it. He didn't hit the bridge.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he does like a squirrel, and that whole fucking giant freighter does a U-turn like a squirrel does in traffic, and then hits the column because it was like losing power or something.
Oh.
And I couldn't. It was the weirdest. He goes under the bridge and I'm like, oh, this clearly isn't the video. Then all of a sudden the power starts, like the lights start going flickering, and then it does a fucking U-turn into the column. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I don't really know anything about it. I know that there's definitely some people that perished.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't people on the boat. It was, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is, but because they were working on the bridge at the time.
There was
Well,
workers, right?
Yeah, there was.
They perished, right?
There was.
I think it was four.
There was 4 workers, and then they found a truck, a pickup truck. It's bad.
So the
I know this is old news, but I'm just showing Al for my own.
Yeah.
So what I was curious about, so the bridge was still functioning?
Oh yeah, it was still being used at that point. They were just patching or doing.
Oh yeah,
something.
no, they're just,
they do a lot. They do
uh,
bridge work.
Yeah,
like,
bridge maintenance is something that
it's
you're
always
gonna,
being done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're always
Well,
because
yeah,
you don't want it to collapse.
St. Pastor Bridge are working
Yeah.
on it, like the painting and everything.
The Golden Gate Bridge has never ever been without a full crew of people constantly.
Now you see, this is the video. I'm like, see how it's flickering? The power went. Doesn't have power right now.
Oh,
okay.
So it's already went under it.
See, like right here, like you'll see it lose power. See how you got lights that are on?
Yep.
Boom.
Boom.
They go off. There's power. But I thought it was the wrong video. I'm like, well, he makes it under. I thought he was gonna veer into it.
And so he goes under it.
Yeah, no problem. There's
lights
power.
come back on. Oh,
And then it's the back end that hits, isn't it?
it's like, whoa! Now there's a fucking pillar.
oh no, I see how it works.
Oh, there it goes.
No, I'm telling you guys, it's even worse. Like I thought, like you think, oh, they made it. They didn't hit that bridge.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah, this is a slightly different angle than the one I saw.
And then
Or
look,
maybe I saw
boom. It just loops back.
This is
Yeah, because right now it looks like it's not even moving. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now you can see it. Yep, there
Boom,
it is.
backs up.
But like, yeah, so it went through and then curves. That's crazy.
It backed up.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, that's the bridge collapsing.
Jesus.
Yeah,
There just happened to not be a lot of people on it,
it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
but there was already people out working on it. Bridge,
They were getting ready to. Yeah, they were already out.
the whole bridge.
Well, because
Yeah,
they do
they-
night work. Because
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, they found a
Yeah, and that's what it said at the bottom. Cargo ship loses power.
it was crazy.
they found a truck, I think with 2 guys.
Didn't make it.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
Well, so what are they? What was the death toll like?
I think it's 6.
I think 6. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Which is 6 too many.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
6 too many, but I figured it would be like
But I mean,
50.
dude, when you see
You know,
that,
like-
if you see
Oh,
that,
if that was the middle of the day,
dude, if that's 7 a.m,
yeah. Really, 2 hours later.
if that's 2 hours later, that's hundreds
Yeah.
of injuries and possibly hundreds of deaths.
Now remember the one in Minnesota that happened, it just collapsed on its own, the lack of maintenance.
Yeah.
No one died.
Yeah.
which is
literally-
crazy because that was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
that was crazy.
That was
Not a
crazy.
single person died, thankfully, during that one. But yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that is nuts.
Well, only in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Only in Baltimore.
I don't know.
That's what people at Baltimore will say, and then
They're like, that's our Baltimore.
that's funny. The more I go on Reddit, the more I see stuff like that. Like people saying, like something stupid happens in traffic, and they're like, only in Baltimore, or only in
Yeah.
Charlotte. And I'm thinking, no, that happens here too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Or everywhere.
everybody says that about their own place.
Or everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they have the most eclectic weather.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, but they don't know. They're not from Michigan though, so they
Yeah.
don't know that we actually win that.
Now I did see the state with the most variance, and it was I think it was like Idaho because
Yeah.
they get up to like 120 in heat.
Yep.
And then they get it to like -40 in cold.
Yeah.
Idaho's a
state.
weird place.
Yeah, it's like it's another one that's like the high plains desert.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
well, I
know?
imagine it's just all elevation
then there's,
related.
like,
if you live
mountain range.
if you live at elevation, it's cold.
Yeah,
If you live out in the valley, you're fucking burning in a desert.
the Rockies go up into they go up in there, you know. So like the other side of the state though is less mountainous, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I just the thing about Michigan that I hate is just it's a lot of overcast.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is, but I mean, we
talking
still,
about the weather.
yeah,
It's just-
we do get a decent amount of days, but
Oh, yeah.
compared to other places, but yeah, we get a lot more cloudy days than
Well,
a
and we
lot.
talked about this like a couple of years ago, and jokingly, but it's actually become true. Is we've gotten way windier in the last
for
few
sure,
years.
yeah.
It's
I don't-
always windy.
Now,
Yeah, always windy now, but it wasn't. I don't remember being windy all the time.
Not when I was a kid. No.
No.
this this past year, I thought we had a lot. This last spring / summer, I thought we had a lot of nice days.
Oh, we did.
Well,
We had a lot. We
definitely
like,
have a lot milder winters the last few years.
but like this last summer was like pretty mild. I mean, I think we only had like 5 days that hit 90,
yeah,
maybe.
it was perfect. Actually,
It was actually there was a lot of really good weather because I was outside a lot.
Yeah, it was nice.
I was out working in the yard a lot.
Yeah,
I gotta get started on
what
that
it
shit
seems
now.
like to me is it that it kind of stays crappy longer, but it's never really bad. Like we're not getting those -30 mornings.
No,
It's just like those. We don't really get that anymore. Feet of snow.
no.
No,
Remember
no, we had 3 snows this year, like
Yep.
4.
Yeah,
We had
Those-
4, but only 2 really. We only had 2 really bad ones.
that last snow we
the
had.
last one was pretty.
The last 6-inch snow. The reason that one depressed me because it was like 65 earlier that week.
Yeah,
It's like, what the fuck, man?
but
Well, yeah,
and
yeah.
then even that, if that one had hit right when it did, because I hit it like right at 6 o'clock in the morning. It started literally at 6 o'clock, and like
Yeah, because I missed it.
it got crappy real quick.
Yep.
But then by the time I got home and stuff and started shoveling and stuff, it was cleared really well. It was a little slushy, but it cleared relatively easy.
Yeah.
And then it was like gone by the end of the next day.
Right, because it warmed right back up.
Yeah,
I went
it was stupid.
outside,
Yeah.
shoveled it.
I
like an
didn't
idiot,
touch
like
that
an
shit.
idiot.
I
and
didn't
I
touch
didn't need
it.
to.
I got beat. Even the one we had before that in the middle of January, I didn't touch that motherfucker. I was like, it's going to be 60 in 3 days. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
And it fucking was. It melted.
I only did because it's a with all the kids walking through because school was still in that day. They didn't
Yeah.
cancel school.
Yeah.
I wanted to get my mail.
Yeah,
I was
well,
like,
I had
no.
a because I don't ever go into Walmart because fuck Walmart. So I had my
Yeah.
groceries delivered and they were delivering. I'm like, I gotta clear the walkway. They won't deliver them.
Those motherfuckers walk all across my lawn. They don't fucking.
Hey,
they
that was
don't
my
use
point.
my sidewalk.
That was my point. I cleared it, so I cleared the driveway, not all the way up the driveway, but the approach, the sidewalk, and then the walk up, so they could basically get out of their car and walk stuff up. They parked in front of the house and walked through the fucking snow. It didn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, like, unless you salt it,
I didn't do it.
you're risking them getting hurt.
It was salted.
Because it'll turn to ice, and so I'm like, well, I'm doing better for the environment because I didn't salt it or ice it,
Yeah.
or I didn't salt it and I didn't shovel it, so you got snow to walk through. The snow is packed down, so you'll have, you'll be able to stick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm lying.
didn't
but-
matter, but
I'm
yeah.
lying, but I just didn't do it. I just said fuck off. I'm not fucking shoveling it. Because like 2 days later it was like 50 fucking degrees or some shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one in January was bad. That was a lot of snow.
Yeah, there,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. Yeah.
It was a lot, but it didn't last. So
No,
fuck it.
it did not.
No.
Didn't
So-
last.
Mm.
So I don't know if you know this, but it's WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
2 nights of WrestleMania. That's how they do it nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Saturday and Sunday.
Tonight they had a few hours, and tomorrow will be a few hours. Got some decent matches. I haven't been watching. I don't watch wrestling that often, but been following a little bit more now than lately. But they had the.
That Rhea
WWE.
Ripley's all over the place.
She's all over the place.
Oh, that's one of the WWE
She's that
chicks.
goth,
the goth
muscle
looking one.
mommy.
Oh yeah,
Muscle
yeah,
Mommy,
yeah.
yeah.
She's bad, dude.
But they had the Hall of Fame induction last night.
Uh huh.
I don't know if you saw any of it, Mike.
No.
Because you have Peacock, you can watch it for free.
Yep, I do have it.
You can watch the Hall of Fame. So
It's-
I was like,
It's right there for you.
yeah. So they did they do it the night before. Friday night they do the Hall of Fame induction, and then
So
they
you
have,
had 3 nights of wrestling.
yeah, and they're supposed to
Nice.
do the Slammies this year. I don't know if they did or not. They haven't done the Slammies in a long time, and they're supposed to be bringing it back. I don't know if they did. Anyways, which is like their award thing, the Slammies. It's like the
Oh.
Grammys but Slammies.
Yeah, yeah.
So did you see any of the Hall of Fame class?
No.
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well,
Well, he participated in the first WrestleMania.
yeah,
so.
it was a big part of it. He was a big fan of it too.
No, that's where he got all his trash talk. He was a huge fan of Gorgeous George.
Yeah,
back in
that's
the old
true.
Days.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said that's part of the reason I talk trash, because I saw anytime Gorgeous George went into a room, people surrounded him. I was like, I got to do what that guy's doing.
Yeah.
So he started doing the talking. So Muhammad Ali was influenced by pro wrestling. That's why the persona,
Oh yeah.
the mouth.
So it was him. It was Leah Maivia, who was Rocky's grandma.
Yeah.
Rocky.
The U.S. Express.
Rocky Balboa.
No, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, Jesus. The Rock. Okay. yeah,
The
yeah.
U.S. Express, Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thunderbolt Patterson, who I didn't really know much about, but he was a guy, a black man who was a very good wrestler, but he also called out racism and stuff in some of the promotions, and then also
Oh, yeah.
He-
Thunderbolt.
he tried to start a union, and it didn't work out well for him. So
Yeah.
he basically got the kind of
He got blackballed.
blackballed. Yeah,
He
Yeah.
got him,
Literally.
He got him bald.
yeah. Bull Nakano, who is a Japanese wrestler.
Yep.
Yep, Bull Nakano, and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was inducted.
Yeah, I mean, he started ECW.
Well,
changed
so
the business.
I was like, yeah, exactly. So I turned it on, I'm thinking I'm just gonna watch it, and I'll probably just buzz through it. But I want to see what Paul Heyman has to say. Thinking he's in there now. He's pretty popular right now. He'll probably be the last one to be inducted. He was the first one they inducted. I'm like, no,
Really?
yeah. I was like, really? I'm thinking, there's no way. They're
yeah,
gonna-
because I figured he would be the biggest talker and
He'd
be up
close
to
it
the
out,
long-
yeah.
Yeah, right.
He was. He talked for like 47 minutes.
Oh,
So
shit.
he talked a lot.
So you
um,
didn't care that he was first?
No, it was, but he was good. But
Mhm.
it was really good. Actually, his speech was really good. He thanked the people he needed to thank, and his best friends were there, like Rob Van Dam. And he's like, Rob, what am I supposed to do with this speech? I don't know how to approach it and stuff. I'm not used to talking about. I'm talking about these people and doing this, but I'm not used to playing it straight and talking about myself. So Rob, what do I do? And he's like, he's imitating Rob. He's like smoking a joint.
Yeah.
Because he's always got to smoke a joint first.
Yeah.
And he's like, Jesus, he's like, you're the shit. Just talk about it.
Yeah.
He's
Just
like,
smoke
all
a
right.
joint, man.
Yeah.
And he he thanked Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer, who they were there. He thanked Bubba Ray, and because Bubba Ray had a big part of that
Yeah.
coming out, because
I bet he didn't thank Lesnar.
he did.
He did? Okay.
Yep, he didn't care. The only person he didn't mention by name was Vince.
Well, and another thing too, I looked again. Even if the Brock did what they said he did,
Yeah.
he just received some pictures and kind of laughed about it.
Yeah,
It's basically what he did.
yeah.
So it's just immoral behavior, not illegal.
So
He
in the speeches, nobody is saying anything about Vince McMahon, I'm guessing.
no.
No.
Which I get what's going on right now, but the fact is they don't have a lot of those guys don't have a career
Well,
without Vince McMahon.
Yeah, well, and there's another thing too.
I shouldn't say that. I only saw Heyman's. He didn't mention Vince.
Oh,
Other
okay.
people may have.
And also I seen a message from that girl that was abused, supposedly,
Yeah.
like whatever, allegedly.
Mhm.
I shouldn't say supposedly, but allegedly, and she wrote a pretty gooey love letter to McMahon. So I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a bad guy, but I'm like,
but she might,
let's wait and see
but she
here.
might be kind of psycho too.
Yeah, let's just wait and see.
Like
here.
maybe like she likes to be pooped on,
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm starting to think.
and she's just mad that he doesn't love her the way she
Hey,
loves.
what's up, Frank? Frank, what's going on, Frank? How you been, man?
He is a Heyman. Oh, and that was the other thing. He had a box sitting there on the podium. I was like, what the fuck does he have the dirty ass box for? And he opens it up, and he's got the leather trench coat, and he's got the hat and the headset and the stupid It's not even a cell phone. It's just like a house phone, like old style phone he used to carry around like it was a cell phone and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he got into it a little bit at the end, but it was pretty cool. And really, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that don't like Paul Heyman, but realistically, you think about it. When we were watching the Monday Night Wars and they started getting more extreme and doing stuff, they got a lot of that from ECW.
Yeah, they both companies started doing their own version of ECW.
He may not change the companies from within, but what he was doing caused them to change it to basically kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Was in that Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression and stuff. And
Sitting down and watching the Final Four.
oh,
Yeah, they
and he built up a lot of people too.
Well, Lesnar,
Roman Reigns,
and it was amazing that he was able to have such, because everyone's, a lot of people say, Heyman's a bad guy or whatever.
Yeah.
But Brock Lesnar doesn't trust many people and totally trusted him. He's never.
Well, I know two of the people that don't like Heyman are two people that a lot of people have had issues with, and that's not so much both of them, but Bischoff. People have had a ton of problems with Bischoff, and then Jim Ross. There was a lot of younger people back in the day who, weren't big fans of his because, he was one of the guys who kind of helped put people over at one point too. And
Well, and Cornette, who has a lot of enemies, says, he goes, Paulie lied to me and did some other bullshit, but I would probably kiss him on the face before I would talk to any of these other fuckers.
yeah,
So he's must not be that bad of a
must
guy.
not be that bad.
Yeah.
But he had no. I mean, he talked up Triple H a lot in that speech. He's a big fan of Triple H, and realistically, Triple H has probably been the biggest proponent for newer talent and kind of giving people creative to do their own thing more so than anybody else has before him. Because Vince was basically like, Vince came up with the stuff. Vince told you what to do and this and that.
Yeah, you were Mantar.
You were this. Oh, and that's he kind of ripped that era. That he's like, when we started ECW in the early 90s, these other promotions, they fucking sucked. And he said straight up, he's like, it's like, oh, you're a garbage man. Oh, you're a dancing fucking clown. And, it's like, no, we're not doing that shit. So,
Heyman's got a pretty hot daughter.
She was there.
Yeah, she's like a manager.
Azalea, is that his daughter?
Yeah, she's like a manager for your.
He had his two kids there. He had his one best friend, and then was CM Punk. And then his daughter and his son sitting there.
His daughter's pretty hot.
But like you said,
She
Brian,
looked
what
like
he did influenced everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a punk band comes along and everybody kind of copies them. They might not be as big as the bands that kind of copied what they did.
Yep.
But they're the one that started it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that extreme style, that hardcore style was definitely them.
Well,
ECW.
And the fact that
Brian saw ECW live. I didn't. You saw it in Inkster at a bingo hall, didn't you?
well, it was their Civic Center or something.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But I saw I saw all three Dudleys because Spike Dudley was there too,
Yeah.
and he got a cheese grater on the face and he bled on my coat.
When did you see that?
Oh God, it was 90.
Yeah, and we were talking about teachers earlier. He left his job as a teacher.
Yeah.
To be a pro wrestler. Spike.
But that was the thing. All those guys got to basically they couldn't do whatever they wanted to do, but they were able to kind of create and cultivate whatever they wanted their character to be, which most of the other places didn't let you do that. So that's why ECW was a little bit ahead of its time.
Right.
But he talked for like 47 minutes, man. He talked for a long time.
Yeah. The funny thing is I watch other Hall of Fame like just for the fuck of it the last two nights and not even thinking that it was WrestleMania weeks, why that stuff was in my feed.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Kevin Von Erich talking about his brothers. I watch
it.
the Von Erichs. Their life was such a tragedy. I watch everything that I haven't seen yet. Like,
ooh,
another Von Erich thing.
more tragedy.
I need to hear about Chris shooting himself again. It was like
from someone else's point of view. Yeah, it's I didn't go watch it because obviously I was coming here, but I'm probably gonna watch the WrestleMania replay tomorrow and then watch the night 2 tomorrow night. But it's
But Ric Flair was talking about the Von Erichs too, and he said I think I'm the only person that wrestled all the Von Erichs, including Chris.
Yeah.
He said most people didn't, So most people, because Chris had health problems, he goes, I was in a match, and I worked it with Chris. I said, oh, here's what we're going to do, Chris. To make it really protect the kid,
Yeah.
He said, here's how we're going to do it. You're just going to hit me and this and that, and I'm going to get heat by being mean to you, but here's how I can do it without actually hurting you. And, yeah, so Nature Boy wrestled all the Von Erich brothers.
Ric Flair sells generic Viagra.
I heard that, yeah.
Text 69069.
Did he just get remarried? Did you see those photos? I think Ric Flair just got remarried.
Might have.
And they show a picture of him just making out his tongue in his wife's mouth.
Here.
And then they show Michael P.S. Hayes at the wedding reception dancing. He's got a fucking fanny pack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Al, I told you Rhea Ripley's a goth muscle mommy, right? She does the stink face to this girl here. You might look at there.
That's a Rock's cousin.
There, she put the ass in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you jealous, Al?
Big time.
That's not your face.
Yeah. She's the Rock's cousin?
No,
the girl. The girl
Oh,
getting
the other girl on the ground?
No, the big girl on the ground is a Simone girl.
Yeah.
Rhea is just some
Yeah. But, so the
muscle
Simone
mommy,
girl
yeah.
is the Rock's cousin
Yeah. Somehow. They're all related somehow.
Well,
Even if it's not blood, they're all.
She just ate sweaty wrestler ass.
the funny thing is,
Hot sweaty wrestler ass.
I wouldn't say no.
no, the Ming and the Barbarian are not related to the Maivias because they're Tongan, not Samoan. But they did. I think one of them married one of them. So now
either
they're
by
part
marriage or by blood, they're somehow all related.
Now they're
Yeah.
Samoan.
Yeah,
Because both the Usos are Rikishi's kids.
yeah. Because I can't remember which one. I think it's Barbarian. His wife is Samoan, so he is all now in that family, even though he's a Tongan.
And now their kids are going to be Samoans.
Oh, that was
I mean, they get along now, but they've had a history of not liking each other.
yeah.
The Tongans.
It's kind of like the French and the British. They just don't get along.
If you ever want to watch something fucked up, watch the episode of the Tongans in Utah.
Oh yeah, you've said that.
On Gangland.
Yeah.
Dude, just
I don't want to fuck with any Islander people. Fuck. Fijis,
dude,
none of
like
them.
even like the fucking one leader of the gang fucking thought dude, they just, if they even think, they don't even have to have any proof. If they think that you fucking turned on them at all or done something, they will fucking just behead
Yeah,
them.
Frank Omos is that giant black guy. He's huge.
He used to play basketball.
Yeah.
Somehow he's an athlete, but if you ever watch him wrestle in some of these matches, he looks so uncoordinated.
Yeah. But yeah, right. Al, those Tongans are horrifically scary.
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah. There was like a story about the one. He was like one of the leaders, and I
That's how
think
they
it
got
was
Luther Ellis over there.
I think it was his own brother.
I mean, they're not all mean, but
I think his own brother, the fucking leader, he thought his own brother like betrayed him or something. And he fucking beheaded him, and he stuck his head on a stake out on the street.
Wow. But then he didn't betray him. He
the
just
one good
put his
thing
hand up.
about
That was
them,
in Salt Lake City.
one good thing about them, they're very like hierarchical.
Yeah.
So because we're like middle-aged men, they wouldn't we would have to really do something for them to beat us
Yeah,
up.
there's respect. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're middle-aged men, we'd
Yep.
have to insult their wife directly.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if we were like, oh, you fucking loser, they would just get out of here. Like they can't pound an old man to dust.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? They won't do it, even though they could kill.
Yeah, there's
one of them could kill all three of us.
It's like
easily.
the levels. Yeah. Like like somebody at my age now has made it to.
Well, because I guess Ming was beating up somebody, and they said, and no one could get him to stop. Like, we got to save life. Get Hogan. 'Cause they know Hogan is the chief.
Yeah.
Even though Hogan's compared to Ming in a fight is nothing, but he's like and Hogan said, hey, let him go. And he even in his, fuck it, let him, because they have a thing about respect and hierarchy.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan's the Mount Rushmore wrestler, him and Flair.
Yeah.
Ming's good friends with Flair, so all these guys that are up there, he respects.
Yeah.
'Cause that's just part of their culture. So,
Heyman's speech, like I said, you said his daughter, and she was there.
Yeah.
His son, who has a normal name, Jacob, and his daughter, whose name is Azalea.
Yes.
He's saying, you guys got to do what in your life. You got to do what makes you happy and do this. And if anybody fucks with you, talk to Haku. He's right there, and he'll beat him up for you. Because Haku's sitting like two people over. You don't mess with Haku.
Right.
No one messes with Haku.
no.
He's strong. He's not Samoan.
He's Tongan.
He's Tongan. He's
Yeah,
strong. He's
Haku.
strong in.
Now the like Jake Roberts was talking because they were talking about like tough guys in the business. He
Yep.
goes another badass was fucking John Tenna, and he goes because him and Ming were both sumo wrestlers. He said, all right, and he goes, and this was one of those things where we had like 5 plane delays and we were just all drunk as hell because we just wait. And he goes, so we're in a bar, and he goes, so fucking Tonga and Earthquake fucking had a sumo match, and he goes, it was like dead even.
Yeah.
He said, so I thought to myself, he goes,
Earthquake, that big fucking white dude from
Big-
way back in the day.
John Tenna, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he goes, and he goes, so I knew then and there John Tenna's, because John Tenna broke even with fucking Haku. He's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
He said, they weren't fighting, they were friends. They weren't, but they were doing a sumo match because they're both sumo, so they're being competitive.
Yeah.
He said they were fucking slapping the shit out of each other and trying to push. He said he goes, we were like running for the hills, like nuh-uh. But no, Tenna was a sumo champion.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
He was a badass.
I remember when, like, I was a kid. When I remember being a teenager, I think when he came into WWE.
Yeah, probably.
WWE.
Yeah,
I was like, holy crap, that dude's huge.
Yeah, they did a.
I heard he was super mean also.
He was considered. They did a dark side of the ring on him, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "There's nothing dark about this at all." Until he got cancer later in life, and it.
Yeah.
But up until that point, there's no dark anything.
No.
He didn't
Oh,
drink or anything.
No, he was
He
just
didn't drink.
super nice dude,
Yeah.
like nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, didn't drink.
comes
Didn't
from
do
a good
drugs.
family, no problems.
Yeah, like
Then all cancer.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he survived it, huh?
no, he
Oh, he died.
didn't
Oh, he
make it.
died.
Because he got one of those. I can't remember. He got one of the bad ones, though,
Yeah.
like pancreas or something.
Yeah.
But he was a good man,
He was.
and I think his wife was Filipino, and he had I don't know. Yeah, it was just there was nothing dark about it. It's just a documentary on a real good guy, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Boring.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Canadian.
That's why.
yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Strong man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah,
Tough
dude. I
guy,
remember
though.
when he came in, I was like, Jesus Christ, he's giant.
Yeah, he was 6'7", 4 something,
Yeah.
400 pounds.
Oh,
Plus-
okay, yeah, he died in 2006.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while.
Dude, he was only 42. Holy
Yep.
fuck. Bladder.
Yeah, the bladder.
That's it. That's another one of those. Yeah, it's another ones you don't detect right away.
Now, John. Now, what's his name? The golfer that drinks all the time.
John Daly.
John Daly.
Now he's got bladder cancer, but I think where he's treated his body so bad, he was always getting health screenings, so it was like early.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Like the next day they found
Yeah,
out he
like
had it.
yeah, 'cause John's probably someone that goes to the doctor about every 3
Dude,
months.
he still does exactly the fucking same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
advertising his.
He doesn't drink, I guess, anymore.
I don't know. He was advertising one of his mixed drinks that come
Yeah.
in but I don't know if he's.
I don't
drinks
think
it.
he drinks anymore. Like Ron White's the same way. Ron White's got his own liquor brands. He's got his own tequila, but he quit drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure John Daly quit drinking, but they said he drinks like fucking anywhere from 12 to fucking 24 fucking Diet Cokes every day.
That's still gonna fuck your He's got bladder cancer.
Yeah.
That's gonna tax that bladder.
Yeah, I guess his kid's like fucking really good golfer too.
Yeah, he
They
is.
said that he still go out there and he still can go out there and fucking just fucking rail that fucker. So
Yeah.
Just railing away.
it's funny, man. It's funny seeing him like, he fucking, well, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, but last time I saw him, he had fucking like long fucking shaggy hair and a
Yeah, oh,
fucking
yeah.
big old white beard.
No, he
and-
still does.
yeah, his fucking gut hanging out.
Well, it's funny that Frank mentioned SmackDown because I was going to bring up somebody from SmackDown.
Getting
afterwards.
filled. Yeah, that's right, Frank.
Getting filled. You know who AJ Styles is?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen AJ Styles since he came back from his injury?
No, he looks. Yeah, I saw him. He looks like he put on 20 pounds of muscle.
He's definitely cycling on. And
Yeah.
off. He looks completely
then,
different.
then they're doing a kayfabe fight like in a hallway.
Oh yeah,
Someone-
that was what brought that up. Because, like I said, I don't watch very often, but him and LA
Like
Knight.
I said, all this is in my feed because of fucking the WrestleMania this week.
Yeah.
I keep seeing all this shit.
him and LA Knight, who's another wrestler, who's kind of like a mix of like Austin and a bunch of other crap going on. He's decent actually. He can work a match, but him and AJ Styles are feuding, and they're like, I read something. It's like, oh, he went to AJ Styles' house and did this. I'm like, oh my god, it's like Austin and Pillman again. I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
I watched it, and it's fucking lame as can be.
Yeah. The thing that cracked me up was AJ's nose is bleeding. He's like, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And anybody knows AJ's actually a very religious man.
Yeah.
In real life, so
Yeah.
it's kind of funny for him to say, I'll fuck you up.
But he went to his house, and they, you know, first of all, AJ Styles' wife must be about 5 foot even. She is tiny,
super tiny. I just like
Yeah.
they just showed pictures of her with her.
but they went to his house.
Because he's
and-
like 5'10",
and
maybe.
they're doing his interview and stuff, and there's like all of a sudden honking. He's like, what's that honking outside? Let me go check it. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
It's just honking.
The old
There's
Pillman
honking in a
thing.
neighborhood, but it wasn't as good. No, I'm thinking this is gonna be good, just like Pillman and Austin when Pillman pulled the gun on Austin
Yeah.
at his house, which was still one of the greatest things I've
They
ever
got
seen.
so many complaints over that.
But remember that we watched it. We watched it happen live, and then they showed the replay of Raw right after Raw ended. You watched the replay of the same show you just watched. They had already cut it out of that replay, which started.
But
right
if you're
as-
going for realism, if some psycho comes to your house, you're going to pull your gun.
yeah, but that it wasn't even close to that. And they're like, it was stupid. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is lame.
So-
But he looks like he's taking some steroids.
I was sad when Pillman died because I feel like, I mean, he was always a good wrestler and he'd always done like well, but he had found his character. You know what I mean? By the time like when he died, he was like he found the character that he was.
Yeah, the crazy man.
That was gonna make him some money. I mean, it ain't like he died overnight, but it was like he's only a couple years into that character. And it
Yeah.
was
I don't know who that is.
Brian Pillman. Yeah,
Flying Brian Pillman.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit later, right?
He did
But
play some football.
he played for Cincinnati, and the reason he had that really hoarse voice, he had throat cancer when he was a kid, and he had like 34 throat surgeries.
Yeah.
That's why he had that's not why he passed. They got rid of all that. He made it to adulthood. Genetically, his dad and his uncles and stuff had bad hearts.
Oh yeah, he had an aortic thing.
And he had it split, and it just didn't.
Yep. His kid still wrestles,
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
but he was cool because he started off as one thing. He was, he's always in shape, and he was a high flyer, and he did a bunch
He
of that
died
stuff.
young, man.
And then he kind of changed the whole character. Well, probably because like his knees and stuff were gone at that point
Dude,
too.
that
But
that curly mullet, dude.
he always
That's
had
awesome.
I
Yeah.
forgot. I do remember this dude now.
Yeah, he played for the Bengals. He was
Yeah.
a decent, pretty good athlete.
Yeah.
But I saw an interview with Bobby the Brain talking about that time where he said, "What the fuck are you doing to him?"
Yeah.
And what happened was when Pillman randomly ran over and yanked on his neck. So for one thing, he goes, "I had an injured neck." And for two, he goes, "I thought it was a fan. I didn't know it was Pillman." He's like, "What the fuck are you
I
doing?"
forgot about that.
Yeah, he's like, "I thought it was just somebody in the crowd grabbed my
It's like,
fucking."
what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, he said it right on the air.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played for Cincinnati, but he was born and raised in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's from the area, Covington. In fact, at one point,
Yep.
he lived right across the river. In fact, when they filmed that spot, allegedly, it was at his real house in Covington,
Yep.
or right in that area. So Covington must not be all that bad.
Supposedly him and Sid almost got into it, and Sid grabbed a squeegee to hit him with it.
So no scissors this time around.
Sid was a pretty violent man when
A little bit of a hothead.
yeah.
That's funny. That's crazy. Last time we were here, we talked about movies and stuff, and I mentioned something about The Mask being 30 years old, and you're like, "Shit world."
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make you feel old.
Yeah.
Here we go, because I it's made me start looking up stuff. I'm like, what other shit's really old now?
Oh, so much.
So, do you know what?
My whole youth is old now.
Last Saturday, I believe it was,
Uh-huh.
The Matrix turned 25.
Wow.
And then just yesterday, right? Yesterday was the 5th,
Yeah.
Yes.
was the
30th anniversary of Kurt Cobain.
of Kurt Cobain.
Yep.
Oh, and the 27th anniversary today Hulk Hogan got called an N-word by Booker T.
Oh yeah.
That was today, 27 years ago.
What? Also another
Lane
30.
Staley died on the same day too.
Yeah, that's over 20 years.
Yep, 2002, right?
2002, I think. Yeah.
That was 22 years ago.
Today is the 30th anniversary of Jim Rome calling Jim Everett Chris Everett.
Yeah, Chris.
That's that famous interview, which is one of my favorite things ever.
Didn't he? Yeah, like he.
He's like, I bet you won't call me Chris again. He's like, I bet you will, Chris. It's so one of my favorite things. Oh man. But I started thinking about it, like 94, all this stuff that came out in 94, movies, whatever.
30 years.
30 years.
Yep.
And then it got worse because I started thinking about other stuff. Like Beverly Hills Cop is 40 years old this year.
That's insane.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
Back to the Future is going to be 40 years next year.
Yep.
It's like, we're fucking old, man. But we're finally to the 30th anniversary of that year of 1994 music we always talk about being so good.
Right.
We're there.
Yeah.
We made it.
Yep. That was a good year.
I told my
92 is a really good year too.
92 is good. 94 is really good. But
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth will listen to Donovan will listen to some of it. But Elizabeth will listen to all that stuff from back then. She wants to go see The Offspring, which I'm like,
Yeah.
At least she
94 was
likes
just
rock, I guess.
94. It was just that everybody put a fucking album out.
yeah.
Everybody. All these like all the like quote unquote grunge bands kind of like that was like the year that they were all kind of putting a new album out. I mean, there was just tons of them.
Yeah, Super Unknown was that year.
Yeah, Super Unknown,
The Offspring, I said before, Smash.
Offspring. There was, I think Nine Inch Nails came out that year.
Downward Spiral. The Crow soundtrack, which
Crow.
most people are like
Yep.
one of the best soundtracks.
There's tons of them.
So many things.
If you look it up,
Hey,
it's
some
just
Gino,
insane
you
how.
talking about a clique. The only clique you need to know about is the Harlem Heat and Sister Sherry. See, because what you dealing with here is the brotherhood. It's
This clip's
nonstop
longer
from
than I
this
thought it-
point on.
I thought it was just insane.
WCW, we take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
and then he hides his face. Then he hides his face because he's like, shit.
Sensational Sherry's laughing.
Stevie Ray, look at this. Take a look. We're talking about the
It's so good. That's 30 years or it's
27.
27 years.
That is, he's like,
He
Here, I'll
instantly
sh-
like
here, I'll
hides
show
his
it.
face.
I'll show Al real quick.
It's so good. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're old.
Oh, yeah, we're incredibly old. Hogan.
Shawshank, Pulp Fiction,
Yep.
It's all
Interview with
96.
the Vampire.
Yep.
Those are all 94.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of movies, good movies that year too. It was a good year, man. I turned 21 that year.
Legends of the Fall.
3 weeks after Kurt Cobain died, I turned 21.
Well, you guys look at her smiling.
Yeah.
Sherry's face. It's the best.
Oh my God.
Look at her. Sherry's
She's like, I can't believe you said that.
She's like,
Just the way he hides his face is just fuck. You can't say that. Only Hogan can say that.
had no idea until you played it. Play it again. Okay.
That's good. It's so good.
It's so hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
I'll play the audio for Crystal one last time,
because
just in case you didn't hear it.
and now Booker T is like one of the main broadcasters.
Here you go, Crystal.
It's nonstop from this point on in WCW.
For you, Crystal.
We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at
Mean Gene just glosses over it.
Yeah. Stevie Ray didn't break character a shred.
No, he didn't move.
He just sat there like he's just sitting there like
I'm concentrating and stuff.
yeah. My brother got us in trouble.
We're
All
in
right,
so
great.
much trouble.
For the millionth time.
We're getting fined.
Yeah, like,
We got to pay a fine. It's gonna suck.
thanks, Booker.
Yep, man.
yeah, you know, he's sitting there going, fuck. We're going to get fined for this shit.
I got to walk this guy through life all the time.
We're going to be wrestling for free.
Yeah. But I guess because Hulk Hogan, they were talking about like Hulk Hogan approached them after it, and he said, He said you could tell Hulk was just trying not to laugh. And it's like, but he's got to pretend like, hey, man, and stuff like that.
That's fantastic.
That's fucking hilarious.
Still-
He did it Booker did it one more time, but it was when someone was beating up a midget in TNA.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh no!" I can't say it, but he came close. He said it again.
That's fantastic. It's one of my favorite things. It's just you can't do that on television anymore.
No,
Cannot do it.
Unless you're watching the South Park Wheel of Fortune episode.
Yeah, then you could.
They still do it. They still say it straight up.
I out of nowhere.
They don't beep it.
Out of nowhere earlier. I just thought of like, oh yeah, naggers.
Mhm.
I don't know where it came from. Like literally, I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up and I was like, the first thing I thought of, I'm like, what was I? Oh, you know what? Because I was reading something about Michael Richards beforehand,
Oh,
and that's probably what it was. Because people were like he's unhireable, and Jerry Seinfeld said, if I'm making a new show and I want Michael Richards in it, he's fucking in it. I don't care. He's funny. He made
well, how long has it been?
that was
20 years?
not quite. I don't think-
It's been a long time, though, right?
Well, whenever that episode came out,
Dude, that's an older episode.
yeah,
I want to say 2006 or 7, but
I can't find the one with the midget, Frank. But there's one where
Well, if that's the case, that's 15 years plus.
yeah.
It's close. I'm pretty sure it's close to 20 years. 2007, somewhere in there.
No, not Mike Richards. Oh, 2006.
Yeah, so that's 18 years ago.
Yep. And they're like, well, you can't hire him. He's like, I can if I want to.
Well, oh, because he said that, like, yeah.
Yeah.
He went on every fucking thing and apologized, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. He's been nothing but apologetic. He made a mistake. He was
Yeah.
trying to get a point across.
Here.
He did it really badly.
Here it is. This is
Come on now.
This line was blindfolded.
Come on. That was totally uncalled for.
he said this is a midget's getting beat up. He's like, come on.
How come he can't say it, but Riley Reid can?
Blindfolded.
Come on. That was totally uncalled for.
It's Alberto Del Rio standing over a midget, beating him up.
I mean, Riley Reid says it all the time, so why can't he say it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
That rap song she did was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah.
So, gotta watch Booker T around a microphone.
Yeah.
He's-
So yeah, we're all incredibly old, and it sucks.
yeah, I hate being old.
It sucks. Or actually, I just thought about this because they're on your birthday this year. They're re-releasing it. 25 years anniversary of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. 25 years.
On his birthday?
Your birthday.
On mine?
Yeah, coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
It's the anniversary of it. And I'm thinking, oh, that's crazy. I saw that on
Be right
opening
back.
day. I saw it the day it came out in the theater. I was like, holy shit, that's been 25 years. Man, telling you,
Yes, sir.
shit's crazy.
1994. I was 21.
Bunch of old men on seesaw. Just like the Pink Floyd song. There's no Pink Floyd song like that. I'm just joking. I don't think.
I'm not old.
Well,
I'm middle-aged.
hmm,
I got at least another 51
51
years.
years. Yeah. Probably.
I'm bulletproof.
It's a classic. Yeah.
That's what all my doctors said. I'm bulletproof. No, they didn't.
They didn't say that.
But they were very impressed.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I don't know if they are anymore. They were early on.
Early on, yeah, but now they're like,
Yeah.
You haven't
Well, I have
surprised us lately.
I have
so.
a bunch of tests that I had done. I specifically asked them to do, so that I'm going to find out about next month.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Or
it's-
maybe not good.
Well, no, it's just to like help with my diet. So, so I poop normal.
That's
Old
well,
Japanese.
yeah. If you're still not pooping normal, that's kind of still messed up. Then
Well, that's
pooping normally is important.
yeah. It just could be Well, there's nothing internally wrong, so it's diet.
Also, on this day in history, since Mike's making coffee, I'll throw some stuff out there. Happy birthday to Merle Haggard,
All right.
1937.
Mm-hmm.
He was a musician of the country nature.
Yep.
Also,
Who wrote a song basically something to do with you take all the money, I'm gonna sit here and drink.
that's true.
Yeah.
Also, 10 years ago today, Mickey Rooney died. I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the day, he was the #1 star.
Oh yeah.
1939 and 40 or 40 and 41.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He died 10 years ago today.
The worst thing is when you look at the comparisons, like this movie was actually closer to 1996 than today, or
Oh, yeah.
like, oh wow,
It's true. You think about it.
yeah,
Because
like,
what was the one? So let's say,
like 2015 with Back to the Future, and
yeah. So if Marty McFly went 30, if that movie was made today and he went 30 years in the past, it'd be 94. So he'd be like when we're
good lord,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. It's old Japanese men on a seesaw, of course.
oh yeah, that's a good one too. Or they all get hurt. Is that the one he's talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Honestly,
No.
he's talking about this stuff, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
No. Are we old Japanese men?
Sure, why not?
We could be.
I think he's talking about this injury that a bunch of them sustained.
Who, Japanese men?
Yes.
Old men on seesaw. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, that's oh my God.
Let me do it where we can get the sound through the board.
Oh, so that's why he said it was. I thought he was just. I
I
didn't
thought he
know
was just
what
saying random ramblings. And
I
shit.
just
I thought he was rambling like an old person doesn't know what they're talking about anymore.
Yeah, I thought Frank's losing it too, like we are.
He actually had a point.
Yeah, I thought he was just being an old man who didn't know what the hell he was talking about either, like we are, But no, he made a point.
Mickey Rooney, #1 star.
So, any other information about today
not much
in
today.
history?
Um,
Not a lot of people doing shit on April 6th.
No, they're waiting for the eclipse and the end of the world.
Lazy.
Looking for the space lasers.
well,
And
Those are coming.
we have tomorrow would be. Wait, is he dead? Yeah, would have been Ravi Shankar's birthday.
Is he dead?
tomorrow would have been Ravi Shankar's 104th birthday. Here we go.
Are they Japanese?
No, they're not Japanese, but these guys, you can hear them when they fall.
What are they speaking?
Probably Dutch. Seems like Dutch. Why do they keep making them shift? Bad idea.
They're trying to balance it out, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to get the other end to go.
Really good idea, wasn't it? Here we go.
Dominoes.
Dominoes. Look, that guy jumped down. He's like, yeah, fuck that. Oh. Oh, you start hearing the old men go. Oh, you hear
That reminds me of Grape Fall when she was doing the grape stomping and she fell and she broke her face and she made that noise too. Honestly, Frank, I'm sorry. I had no idea what you were talking about until I just saw it again and I completely remember that.
fucking forgot all
The only
about
thing,
it.
the only describe we didn't know they're not Japanese. They probably seem Japanese from your memory, but these guys are definitely European.
It says Switzerland.
Oh, it says Switzerland.
Switzerland.
That sounded like the death by horse cock guy.
What about the grape stomping video?
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go. This is a classic. The grape stomp.
Oh gosh.
If you win,
She cheats. That's why she loses.
seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day.
Well, stop. And then she does some extra stomps.
Oh.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, it knocked the wind out of her. Fucking, she went chest first.
I think she went face first. She hit face. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, she's actually hurt.
No, I think she is.
Just what she did was she busted her nose.
Oh.
And stuff. She couldn't breathe out of her nose, and that's why she was making the noises. Watch face. So she didn't brace her fall. Her face broke the fall.
Caved it in.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop. I can't breathe.
The fall triggered her repressed memories as a seal in her past life.
No, I think she is.
So,
I think she
see how
is.
they were doing a competition, and she was like, "All right, stop." And then she did extra steps. She tried to cheat, and cheaters never win.
You're right. That pain did clearly sound Japanese.
Yeah, that was so stupid. And here's the thing: if it was actually Japanese guys, there would have been no falling because they would have figured out the math beforehand.
They would have like
And balanced it out
they would have put
perfectly.
their hands on their temples, and it would have just balanced itself.
So, Frank, you weren't watching the last show, but I want to show you this chick called Leah Shuttkeever. She
Oh,
can
my
swallow entire items of food.
So good.
Check this out.
Oh yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at this chick.
She's totally not hot at all.
A whole egg. Look at that.
Yeah,
An entire egg.
the
Yeah.
burrito challenge.
Here she. Yeah.
She's fucking lean and hot too. But she's a competitive eater. And she'll just look
Watch
at
her
this.
The
inhale.
hot dogs.
Boom.
Just deep throat
The
those
whole
hot
thing.
dogs.
Done.
No, I have a problem with that. There's ketchup on those hot dogs.
Fucking disgusting.
There's mustard, be fine.
The sluts. Is that what it says?
The shuts.
Oh, it's the sluts.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, hot dogs, hot chicks,
And
sluts.
how many hot dogs does she just eat?
She,
Oh, I thought she was doing like a Capri Sun challenge.
Here we go. Boom,
I don't.
boom, boom.
what do you think about that, Frank?
Yeah,
It's beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
she has no problem swallowing
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Did you see that?
Right.
Swallow entire things.
Yeah,
Footlongs.
yeah. It's pretty hot.
Leah Shuttkever.
It's not hot. That's for sure.
No.
Plus, she did a eating challenge against Eddie Hall, world's strongest man.
Yeah.
From like 2015. He won it. Huge guy. She out-ate him easily.
Did she?
Oh, yeah. And he's a big dude. He's not a competitive eater, so, I mean, I didn't expect him to win, but it still looks crazy that she's, can beat him at eating
Yeah.
because he's 350 pounds and huge.
Oh, also on today in 1896. Today's date in 1896.
Just Crystal said that's how I feel, yeah.
What? The Olympics were revived. It was the first Olympics.
When?
1896.
Oh,
The revival.
that's so nice.
That's today.
And that previously it was in BC, right?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, yeah. If you believe that there was a time before.
There never was a time.
No.
Oh, Isaac Asimov died today in 1992. He gave us all the robot laws and stuff for science
Yeah.
fiction.
Yeah. Dad had a bunch of his books.
Yeah. And he wrote I, Robot, a bunch of other stuff. Today, in 1974, ABBA won the top prize at Eurovision. That's a good thing. That's 50 years ago. 50 years ago when ABBA first came around. That was before they broke big.
Who deep throats? That's sick.
Who said that?
Leah deep throats. That's who.
Mm-mm.
That's who does.
She's also got a Gene Simmons-like tongue.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's
She's talented.
yeah.
Yeah. If you look up her Instagram, she's in ridiculous shape.
Yes.
It's sad.
I looked.
I eat like her, and look at me.
I looked at her Instagram immediately.
Oh, today in 1917, the U.S. declared war on Germany, entering World War I.
Oh.
3 years after everybody else did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, deep throating and all that stuff is
Gross.
gross.
Can't figure it out why. Yeah.
Face fucking's wrong too. All that stuff.
Yeah. I have nothing to deep throat. It's like a popsicle maybe. So it's like Yeah, no girls going into a catatonic state when I fuck them.
No, no, unless you give them something beforehand.
Yeah.
or their clits right at the very front of the vagina.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
fucking like G spot.
The G spot's right
It's
there.
like right
It's like-
there.
I was gonna say, I
barely,
think their
like-
clip probably is the G spot.
like the
would have
G
to-
spot's like a fingertip in.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only way. So we know
One can hope.
we're experts
Find
in
someone like that.
sexual stuff. We're all
Yeah.
sexperts.
Yes, that's how the show started.
Yeah, we were like, we're gonna
Our
be.
sexpertise.
We're
It's
like-
expertise. Yeah.
We're like, who needs Dr. Ruth and Dr. Joyce Brothers or any of these people?
We give sexcellent advice.
Talk to us about it
Yes,
because we'll give you the real
as expected.
step to the real. Yeah,
We give out sexcellent advice.
man, I still feel like somebody else
Died?
died while we were out.
I'm pretty sure somebody did, and I can't remember who.
It was like right afterwards. I was like, oh man, we could have used that.
Did someone die?
It was like right after Louis Gossett Jr., I think, wasn't it?
No, I think it was before.
Oh, okay.
Oh
well,
no, it was Joe Lieberman. I don't care that much.
Oh, Joe. Yeah.
The politician?
Yeah.
He died?
Yeah.
When?
March 27th.
Oh.
It wasn't him though.
He was old.
He was
like 82 or
82,
something.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah. He's old. Kind of.
No, it wasn't him.
Oh.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it.
It was he retired, right? He wasn't.
He wasn't still. I
He
don't
still
think-
wasn't
I don't think he was-
senatoring, was he?
I don't know actually.
I don't think he was.
No, there was nobody else. No
No.
one else of import died.
Damn.
We'll probably think of it after the show. Ooh.
There was somebody. No, I know
really liked
somebody,
him.
but I don't
really
know.
like.
I don't know if it was anybody like real like known, but
But he was known to rock a microphone.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't him.
Mm.
It
Yeah, I
wasn't that guy. I don't know. It's gonna bug me though.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So
Whatever.
I'm glad I didn't talk you into buying a console to play the South Park game because it's not reviewing well.
Oh yeah.
It's really bad.
I kind of figured that I saw like the commercial.
Well, none of the people that worked on the first two games, which were awesome, are really involved with it, so the writing wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah. It didn't look great.
Well, I thought it would be cool because it was hack and slash 4 people. I like that kind of. I don't like turn-based games.
Yeah.
The first game was. Yeah. Oh, you like Helldivers? That's cool.
Everybody loves Helldivers.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that a
I don't have a
game?
PC or a PlayStation, so I can't play it.
No.
But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody seems to like it.
Yeah. Good for you all. I don't, because I don't play it.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard it's pretty cool.
I don't play anything.
You're just playing it on your Frank. You got a gaming PC. You got a gaming laptop, right? Just fucking plug your controller in and go to town.
boom.
That's the best. Like, if you can afford it, really the best way to game is get a. I did until I played with Dylan. Oh yeah.
Oh, does Dylan still play video games? Just kidding. I'm
Yeah.
sure he does.
I don't know with his freaking $5,000 gaming PC. I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. But yeah, if you could afford it though, the way to do it, you get a good gaming laptop and a controller. It's like the laziest, easiest way to get. You could have like a food tray and just sit in front of you.
That's what I did for Donovan 2 years ago. I got him a gaming laptop for his birthday / Christmas, and then we upgraded it this past Christmas, so it's got more RAM, and it already had a good graphics card. It had like a 3060 in it, so it's good. And that's what he does. He plays Steam games on it.
Yeah.
Steam.
It's just
Steam games.
it's just where you get the games from. So you buy them from Steam and play it.
Gotcha.
They usually have better deals on a lot of the PC games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's somebody that sells the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll always have an Xbox until they can Neuralink Game Pass to my brain. Which that's coming.
But no PlayStation.
Yeah, you have a high-end laptop that
See,
I
now-
use just for Gwent. Yeah.
Neil swears by PlayStation because of the controller.
Yeah.
If that's what you're used to.
He said that controller is the best controller ever made.
I think it actually depends on your, like, for me, PlayStation controllers, if you got smaller hands, it's actually good. I got kind of small hands. I got like bitch hands. But if you have big hands, you need an Xbox controller.
You're the one.
Yeah, if you have big hands, the PlayStation.
I was just doing
controller's not
Violent
good.
Femme songs.
Yeah.
So according to my taller friends.
Yeah.
So
Because I had the first PlayStation then. I didn't have anything until the 360, but I liked the PlayStation. But by the time I started playing again with the 360, I'm like, that's what I got used to again. So I wasn't
Now
going
the Xbox has got like joysticks or something. On
yeah,
the
well, they
sides?
both have joysticks. Xbox has them set up where the thumbs aren't right next to each other; they're diagonal almost.
So
and it
Xbox-
it's good for people with big
Xbox,
hands.
you almost have to hold like this, so you got the bumpers and stuff, and you do the joysticks.
Mhm.
Whereas the PlayStation, you got it's a thinner.
Oh,
There's less space in between the two joysticks.
gotcha.
Well, to be honest, I play mostly on my Switch. That's what I do most of my. It's just because I don't know. I just play them old fucking games now. I don't want anything that's. I can't handle any more stress.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything that's hard. So-
You ever
so-
play Cult of the Lamb on Switch?
No.
You should. It's pretty good.
Like if I played like
You need.
if I tried to play anything that was difficult, I'd probably end up in a fucking insane asylum.
You need Heroin Hero.
Yeah. You need
All you
heroin.
do is just chase a dragon around, and
Yeah.
shoot heroin. You never. The thing is, man, you never catch the dragon, man.
It's never as good as the first time you catch it.
You recommended Brotato a few episodes ago, and
Yeah.
I downloaded and played it like the next day, and I never played it again. I
Yeah.
liked it. The problem was I liked it, and I was like, "This is cool."
It's an easy game. You can play it with one hand.
I never played it after that day.
Yeah, I played it about 10 times.
Yeah.
I saw Frank that I saw on Instagram that you went.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. You're at
That's
the
pretty cool.
Hailstorm.
Yeah, well, Alan and I talked about this last week, and we were talking about that.
Yeah,
and
because I
Alan
didn't know what
thought-
Hailstorm was.
Frank literally brought his entire family.
Yeah,
Alan
They were
thought
all
you had,
there, like all nine.
I thought
of
it
them.
was Hailstorm.
He thought you had misspelled hailstorm. And I was
Yeah.
like, no.
Oh,
This is ailstorm.
and he said pirate metal, and I'm like, I'm intrigued.
Yes.
So now I'm going to
I
deep
saw the
dive into everything Hailstorm.
I saw the Frank's picture. Like literally all his kids.
Yeah.
His woman.
Yeah,
Everybody. They're all going.
yeah,
They all went.
that was the picture I saw.
Wasn't sure if Roxy was there, and then I realized, oh, that's her hiding her face.
Yes, it took me a second too.
Yeah.
Even Matt likes him, and Matt hates anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And he goes, you know what? Sometimes you got to just enjoy stuff for what it is, and it's just fun. I
Yes.
like it. I'm like,
Right.
oh,
Right.
you're growing up, Matt. I like to
Right.
see that.
Way to go.
You're not being pretentious.
like Motley Crue. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Tell Al to play Sunken Norwegian. Al, play Sunken Norwegian.
I'll play sound. All right.
I'll play it right now.
Or he'll play right now. Why not?
Here,
We don't care about
something-
copyright strikes anymore.
Well, the thing is,
I'm
like
just kidding.
that one that you know what we got
No,
our
we
first
don't.
claim in forever, and it was that shitty band that I played, and Al didn't know who they were.
Oh yeah, the one I was like,
Yeah, they were the shitty nothing band that no one
Oh,
liked. Like
that
we played,
love
we
hate
played,
or something.
we
right?
played like
Yeah.
I played like 3 modern bands, and they're like they don't care. They're like, cool, yeah, play our shit. You know, even though it lets you know that you're playing their stuff,
yeah.
and you get like a little warning. But that was when I got a fucking actual warning for that shitty ass band.
Oh, I gotta make another Bullet Boys gif. I've been making new Bullet Boys gifs every
Give
day.
me a fucking break, dude.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah, just from that one from the Smooth Albania video. That's it.
Oh,
Just take like a
Sunken
5 second.
Norwegian is the name of the song, Frank.
Or is it the album?
I don't think it's the album. I didn't see any album named Sunken Norwegian. I'm looking at all of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna love this.
Fucked
shit.
with an anchor. How about that one? Is that a good one?
Fucked with an anchor.
That sounds interesting.
Not that.
Don't play that.
What is it? Sunken what?
Norwegian.
Frank, I have Apple Music just like you. Just text me over the one you want me to play because I know you have Apple Music too. Just send it to me.
The sunk. Oh, he spelled it wrong. It's
Yeah.
sunk apostrophe N Norwegian.
Yeah.
Well, Frank has
It's from the album
play shit boat.
Captain Morgan's Revenge.
Is it on there?
It says.
Oh, that's the first album.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on.
It says metal and Ukrainian rock. Are they Ukrainian?
I don't see it on this album.
It's
Captain Morgan's Revenge. No.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see it.
Here we go.
Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks. Your pirate ship can eat a giant bag of dicks.
This is
Your
shit boat.
boat is a fucking joke. It's just the unwanted leftovers of a jobby tugging barge. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks.
Back through time.
Your pirate ship can eat a giant bag of
I see.
You better give us all the money in your treasure chest, or Christoph's gonna take a shit on your fucking lawn. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks. Your pirate ship can eat a giant bag of dicks. Your poop deck is a shithole and your rudder is crap, and your cannons are incapable of firing 20 feet. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks.
I love it.
Your pirate ship can eat a giant bag of dicks. Your stupid
Matt likes it.
is an alcoholic, and all your crew look like Lego bricks. Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks.
Or Stones Malone, I should say. Matt's got some videos blowing up on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
So must be nice.
Yeah.
Your pirate ship can eat a bag of dicks.
Yep.
Shit on my lawn. There we go.
They're Scottish also.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I saw that Stones has some videos blown up. So good
Yeah,
for him.
he's doing those tier lists, and he just does them with his phone.
Yeah.
He does the animation or whatever the tier fucking chart.
Yeah.
With his phone, and then he does the voice with his phone, and videos are like, well, I'm doing it wrong. Spent fucking I don't know how many fucking hundreds of dollars on this shit.
Yeah, it
Fucking-
didn't,
fucking
Nobody listens.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking listens.
He's
to
got
me.
his fucking Android phone.
I pay all
And-
this fucking money and nobody listens to me.
yeah,
Dicks.
I guess you need ideas or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Well, the thing is with YouTube, and a lot of guys talk about it. It's boring, but it's the only way. You have to have a thing that you do.
Yeah.
You know, like say, and the more niche, the better. You know, like, it could literally be Matchbox cars. Like you collect Matchbox cars and you talk all day about your collection. And we know a guy named Jay because Jay was listening to us for a few years. I don't think he does anymore, but
Smart.
yeah, he's a guy we went to school with, Jay.
Yeah.
And little did I know, he was commenting on our, when we'd go live. And I looked on his channel, he had like 40,000 subscribers.
Son of a bitch.
Because he does my little like Matchbox cars and shit.
Nice.
So
Yeah, he does. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Matchbox.
yeah. Frank, you got to start your
20.
pirate metal channel. You and Crystal.
I'm gonna critique every Matchbox 20
like
song.
just
or video.
really dissect every note.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And watch out.
Okay,
every
so here's
video.
Robbie. He does this here.
Rob.
There's this little voice inflection that he does.
See, like,
just
all of a sudden-
Matchbox 20. I'm not doing any of his solo stuff or Santana shit.
See, like right here, all of a sudden,
I'm a purist.
like he just hits a note.
You hear it right there.
Well, the thing is, my main hamstring is I don't like anything that much.
No.
I don't like the closest thing that I maybe could have at one time when I was younger, maybe a CB radio channel. That would have been the one thing that I knew a lot about, and I knew, but that would be it. Now,
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing that shit.
You
now.
know, when you were doing last year, you were doing the videos where it was like the horror stories.
Yeah, mocking those guys. Yeah.
That was the shit. You got to find a way to do more of that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hate to. Well, there's a very good reason why I stopped doing those.
Oh.
Because when I got sick,
Yeah.
my fucking throat dries out when I try to talk like that,
That's true.
and I can't get over it.
Damn.
I got sick in December, and my throat is wrecked.
Damn old age.
So
Breaking news. Jason Kelsey makes his WWE debut.
great.
Yeah.
As if that guy doesn't get enough exposure.
Not Travis.
Oh,
Jason,
okay.
the brother.
It's the other brother.
Oh, the bigger one, the offensive lineman.
The one
right?
who played
one-
for the Eagles, and this is in
the one who
Philadelphia.
didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He played in Philadelphia and WrestleMania 40 is in Philadelphia.
Nancy, man, she is a tavern wench.
Oh yeah, actually, that's the other thing. We're talking about
I
anniversaries.
can't get my voice to do this anymore.
That's
Welcome to my YouTube horror channel.
The other reason I brought up the anniversaries is
On this
because
channel, I like
40 years since WrestleMania started this year.
Actually, I can do that voice again. It's different than I remember. Darkness, death, and dismemberment. Don't I sound spooky? Things of
do.
an uneasy nature.
Yeah, I love
The
them.
reason I cover these things is because I'm a nerd. And like all nerds. Okay, I could do that again. There, I'll do that. That's how I'll fund Radio Underground with my horror channel mocking.
Nice.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
So Jason Kelsey, yeah, it's the brother. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not the one that's banging the hot billionaire.
Well, that was the reason they did.
He banged
I
some
think
normal chick.
Heyman got in this year because ECW started in Philadelphia. He's from New York, but a lot of the stuff where he started big was Philadelphia. Plus, they can get Kelsey and some of these other people who are Philadelphia people involved in it and stuff.
So
And
Kelsey's in ECW.
no. It's just ECW's been gone for.
Oh.
They went bankrupt in like 2000.
Logan Paul still wrestling?
Yeah, I think he's still the United States champion.
One of them's the other one's fighting Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He knocked out Kevin Owens with some brass knuckles the other day.
Who, Jake or Logan?
Whoever is wrestling.
Okay, Logan's the one that wrestled. I just didn't know if Jake come in there and did a little spot.
Logan, he was doing it was Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus some tag team, and they were winning, and then the Paul brothers came in.
I hate the Paul brothers, not because they're unathletic, because they're actually pretty athletic.
Yeah.
So it just makes it worse.
They're fucking dicks.
They're dicks.
And then
I don't like them.
They're actually pretty good. They actually train, and they're pretty good at what
everything
they do.
they succeed.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
And
I really, 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 really hope to Christ that fucking Mike Tyson just fucking destroys that dude's face.
He could. He could.
Dude, Mike Tyson could totally do it.
He's a little old now,
Yeah,
but there's a
but
chance. There's a chance.
I don't know that Mike Tyson is. I just don't know that the age is going to do anything to him. I think he's training. He's training. He just got right in amazing shape really quick. You know.
Yeah.
He's taking him and Ric Flair eating cannabis oil and you know.
Man.
They don't have any special rules for that fight, do they?
I don't think so. But yeah, the Paul brothers, I seen Logan Paul wrestle, and he's actually he's actually a good wrestler. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? He's good at this?
Yeah. They're fucking.
That's just the Suicide Forest mocking kid is fucking.
Yeah.
He's
assholes.
Well, they were state. I don't know if I think they were state champion or state champion runner-up wrestlers. And
yeah.
They have a legit athletic background.
Yeah, right.
They're fanatical fitness dudes, and they can do backflips, and I fucking hate them.
Well, yeah, because at the last paper
From Ohio. How about that, Al?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, there was already I did not know that.
Yeah.
There's already so many fucking things now.
Yeah.
Now there's no hope.
Yeah, they were born, raised there.
In a compound?
No, they now live in their compound in Puerto Rico.
They live in a compound in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all their money, they bought a compound in.
Just because they don't want to live here?
Well, they're still living in the U.S. technically.
Well,
I think they live. They're probably one of the. When you get that rich, you can have 3 homes.
Oh, I'm sure
they always do. They Arizona, and then a lot of rich people have a place in Maine because the summers are perfect in Maine because it's up north, so it's 75 every day.
Yeah.
So they live in Maine.
Kennebunkport.
Yeah.
I'd have a place in the middle of Iowa.
Yeah.
I just keep it simple. I live here in the summer and Arizona in the winter.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Be it.
I just want somewhere to put a dirt track, and I'm just gonna buy old junk cars and race them around the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida's too
then when
humid.
they die, get another one.
You're right. Florida is too humid.
Fuck Florida.
I mean, it would be cool to some things about Florida, but I don't want another humid place that are going to drive my allergies crazy.
No.
I'm going to go somewhere dry.
Arizona.
Somewhere out there.
Dude, Arizona, Utah. I mean, that's all fucking great. Even Colorado's dry. You know?
I want to see if it's true because some people claim like it doesn't happen for everybody. If you got allergies and asthma, even COPD, if you live where it's if you go to a different climate, it kind of resets your body and it don't get rid of it, but you're like 80% cured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you like feel a lot better for. They say
I've heard of plenty of people doing it. I just don't know.
Now one guy claims some people it's as long as they're there. Then some people say, well, their body literally gets used to being there after like 5 years, and they start getting allergic to stuff there.
And
But I would still take the 5 years. 5 years is better than no years.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Be like saying, hey, do you want to feel good for 5 years or not?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But yeah,
if it goes away, then I'll just move back home and suffer again.
Well,
What does it
and
ma- what difference does it make, you know?
maybe take 5 years to adapt back to that.
Yeah, that would be the thing.
Maybe it'll be good for 5
Keep
years.
your body guessing.
Yeah.
Maybe get a place in.
Yeah. Then go to
Different-
Texas
yeah.
or go to,
It's like body.
I wouldn't go anywhere
when you're
by
doing
you.
training and stuff, and you do like that body
No.
confusion, where so your body doesn't get used to any certain thing, like working out and stuff. That's what your body's doing with, like if you're constantly doing something different, so you don't plateau.
I
Yeah,
agree with you, Al. You said I think the bayou is probably the worst place in the country.
Yeah.
And just for not like that the people there are bad or it's or
just
New
it's
Orleans isn't
fucking-
cool, but fucking there's reptiles and shit and it's super humid.
Yeah.
I
And
would
it's
not want to be
super
there.
fucking polluted because of the being so low to the
Yeah.
sea level. And it's like, I mean, like fucking.
That's horrible. But you know what else is horrible? Wyoming.
Yeah,
I've only been to a very, very small part of it.
cold.
Cool. Terrible.
I've only been to a very small part.
My
It was a
Josh Allen's
Jackson
from there.
Hole, so
my
Oh, yeah,
my
Jackson Hole's cool.
my coworker was a
Sorry.
MP.
Mm.
And she was in the Air Force. She was an MP. She had to sit in a guard shack. And she said every day I thought I was gonna die, just freezing.
she was in Wyoming.
Yeah, why they put her out there just sitting in that shack? She's like,
Yeah.
geez, it was horrible.
Dude, like they literally have like on I-80, which goes all the way through Wyoming. They literally have gates about, I think they're like every 20 miles, because the weather gets so bad. They just close the gate off, and there's a turnaround there, and you have to turn around and go back.
Yeah.
They just shut the freeway down.
Yep.
The autonomous zone in Seattle seems great. Yeah, I want to go there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wanna hang-
I'm going to Washington, but
I want-
I'm not going. Well, he said he'd take me to Seattle, but it's like an hour from him.
I want to hang out with the street shitters.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
San Fran.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy Bill said that he's like an hour from Seattle or something like that.
Does he know where the Sky King crashed? You can go visit the spot.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I would go there. I can find out where that is.
My kids were shocked that I knew who Sky, but especially Donovan was. It's like, yeah, you can this guy Sky King. I'm like, oh yeah, I know all about Sky King.
Yeah.
And he fucking flipped that aircraft, and you're not supposed to be able to flip it.
Yep.
He did a fucking full
It was awesome.
or loop to loop, whatever.
And he crashed into a mountain.
No, he
lake.
he crashed into
A lake?
an island on a lake because he didn't want to kill anybody.
An island on a lake in Washington.
I like how matter of fact it was. He goes, well, I think I'm gonna go around Rainier one more time, and we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill himself.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
Yep. That was awesome.
Dude, I mean, he like didn't want to kill anybody else, so
No, yeah.
he fucking dude. He like that was a sweet go out, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, look, we're still talking about him.
Yeah,
How many people
that's been a long time,
My
right?
kids are talking about him.
Sky King audio? I'll just play his audio. He's like all matter of fact. He's like, oh, I just threw up everywhere because he's doing all those crazy barrel rolls. Here's the full audio. Okay, I don't want the 19 minutes. I just want the highlights.
Yeah. Just give me the important stuff.
Cliff notes.
Where's that
I don't know.
audio? This one's how long is this?
Well,
one?
here's the last regret of Seattle plane that thief doomed in Doom Joyride.
Air traffic control. 19 minutes. I don't want 19 minutes.
He was a real young dude, wasn't
Yeah, I don't think he was quite 30.
he? Just fuck it. Didn't want to be here no more.
Exploring without travel trailer insurance could have your
Learn
adventures
how to fly
going
the
in the
plane
wrong
by
direction.
fucking just talking to the pilot.
Everyone standing
Just
by for
flips it.
departure, just hold on with me for a second.
Right, 070. Approach welcome, final runway 16 right.
Wilco.
Man, I'm a ground service agent. I don't know what that is.
Portland, Seattle, 6.
I'm a drop service agent. I didn't know what that is.
Started up.
Which country are we talking about?
Yeah.
In a couple hours, I guess. But, yeah, I wouldn't know how to land it. I wasn't really planning on landing it.
99 Bravo over to Mansfield, the opposite sent off. Knows how to fly one of those aircraft, but we'll see what we can do and get you in contact with somebody.
Did he say you're not supposed to fly one of those aircraft?
Yeah, I just kind of want to do a couple maneuvers, see what it can do before I put her down, you know?
Departure, Boeing 464.
He's so matter of fact, but I was like, what I'm going to do is just whatever I feel like doing.
A little bit.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Sorry, my mic came off. I threw up a little bit. You know, hold on.
Oh,
Shoot.
Puget
Man,
Sound.
I'm sorry about this. I hope this doesn't ruin your day.
22, cross rail.
Being all polite. I hope it doesn't ruin your day,
Just
man.
flying the plane around, you seem comfortable with that?
Oh, hell yeah, it's a blast, man. I played video games before, so I know what I'm doing a little bit.
He's getting trailed by an F-16.
I know what I'm doing a little
You can see
bit.
all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
Nah, everything's peachy clean. Just did a little circle around Rainier. It's beautiful. I think I got some gas to go check out the Olympics. And, yeah.
Okay, and Rich, do you know, are you able to tell what altitude you're at?
Way 16 left to contact tower for your landing clearance.
I threw up all inside of it. It's bad.
You'll be released when you taxi out.
American 600.
Fast to join. I was thinking about it, and then probably a good thing I didn't.
494.
Mexico 494, monitor tower 1.
Our attempts to get Joe no problem.
Yeah, that's all mumbo jumbo. I have no idea what all that means. I wouldn't know how to.
It's a mumbo
punch it
jumbo.
in.
He's gonna get ready to shoot him down.
Make a right turn on Bravo.
What year was this?
Get me to the judge.
God, like
No, I'm not taking you to any jets.
Wow.
I'm actually keeping you away from aircraft that are trying to land at SeaTac.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't want to screw with that. I'm glad you're not, screwing up everyone else's day
2018.
on account of me.
All the traffic in front of you, make
On
sure they
account of
turn up
me.
around onto Alpha. We're going to keep people clear
It's-
this runway for 446. Can we just shut down?
You should watch the video, Frank, because he's just cruising
down to
all over
2100.
the place.
I'm
in
doing
his
like
plane.
He's doing all kinds of flips and crazy maneuvers while an F-16 is trailing him.
Yeah, so
2,100
good.
pounds of fuel left.
Hey, Sky King.
Yeah, I don't know what the burnout is like on
It's so low.
on takeoff, but
So he's only like 100 feet above that field.
quite a bit faster than I expected.
It's a bit faster than I expected.
Yes, sir. We have the fuel in Connect tower. There is the runway just off your right side in about a mile. Do you see that? That's McCord Field.
Oh man, those guys would rough me up if I tried landing there. I think I might mess something up there too. I wouldn't want to do that.
Those guys will rough me up if I land there.
Oh, they probably got anti-aircraft.
No, they don't have any of that stuff. We're
They got
just trying to
anti-aircraft.
find a place for you to
Well,
land
there's that
safely.
flip he does. That plane is not
quite
supposed to
ready
be
bring it
doing
down
that flip.
just yet, but holy smokes, I gotta stop looking at the fuel because it's going down quick.
It's going down quick.
Okay, Rich,
It's-
if you could you
Is that
start a
him
left-hand
crashing?
turn?
Oh, no, I thought it was-
And we'll
Yeah, I was
take
like,
you
is
down
that
to
where-
the southeast, please.
Frank's
called
like,
Sky King.
I'm fucking crying.
This is probably like jail time for life, huh? I mean, I would hope it is for a guy like me.
Well, Rich, we're not going to worry or think about that, but could you start a left-hand turn, please?
You know, the controllers are actually
Thank you.
pretty level-headed and cool about it, too.
And
It's like,
he's going to try
just
and
go
help
ahead
you
and
out
do
here a
this.
little bit, okay? 9-0.
Roger, heading a 070.
And I think you might have some questions. Rich, I've got a pilot on with us,
It's insane, dude.
and if you got any questions, you can ask him now.
Hey, well, first off, you're a little breaking up a bit. Maybe I'm too far away. What's the distance on this frequency?
5261 heavy, Roger, might be a little bit further. Speed's just fine for now, thanks. Well,
He did like, he's doing like,
You are very calm, collect, boys.
Seen on runway 16 center.
Now, his plan was to kill himself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold short 16
Yeah, he was suicidal.
589.
0, descending me like that in about 2 to 3 miles.
that's so good.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
like the
400
happiest
apparently the,
suicidal
ground
person
crew-
ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
The video is called. Just look up
Sky King.
Sky King.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, when you played it for the first time, I loved it.
Yeah. I'll send Frank.
Shout out, man. Shout out to you, brother. Rich Russell.
Sky King.
Rich Russell, the Sky King. So, yeah. Well, I believe I'm getting a little nappy tired here.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
All right, boys. You can follow us at radiounderground.gay.
That's right.
Radiounderground.gay. Follow anything up about us. I guess we'll close out with an Ailstorm
Sure.
song for Frank.
Not Hailstorm.
No. Hailstorm.
Ale. Like they're drinking.
A very
ale.
cool pirate metal band.
Go to artist.
How did it end? Well,
It crashed.
He crashes and kills himself.
yeah.
Yeah, it crashed into the island on Puget Sound.
Yeah.
All right, here's drink. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching Radio Underground.